Takže dámy a pánové, já vás vítám na oficiálním československém restreamu a posledního revealu karetově expanze Saviors of Uldum s Peterem Weylanem, což je Director of Development pro Hearthstone, s Brianem Kiblerem, což je Dragon Master, a s Chrisem Sierrou, což je EU Community Manager a člověk, který má na starosti nás dokonce, jo, takže jdeme na to. A děkuji za resume, děkuji. Klidně můžete se volat i během streamu.
Hello and welcome to the Saviors of Uldum card reveal live stream. My name is Chris and I'm a community manager here on the Hearthstone team. I'm joined by these two fine gentlemen. You know them, you love them. We've got Brian Kibler, content creator extraordinaire, and Hearthstone game designer Peter Weylan. Gentlemen, it's a good day. It's card reveal live stream day. How we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm super excited to see what we have, to reveal.
No, víš co, už nejde, jako.
Following along with all the reveals as the season has gone on, and I am absolutely stoked for so many of the things that are going to be coming out in this set.
It's gonna be good.
There's a lot of really great stuff. I'm very excited to do this live stream. I think we have more cards to reveal for this than we've done for any of these final live streams before.
This is true. We definitely have more than the final card reveal live stream for Rise of Shadows. So, fun fact for you all.
That's the important thing.
That is the important thing, right?
Do better than last time.
Yeah, exactly. We always got to do better. So, Brian, thanks so much for joining.
Too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we do. Brian, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Absolutely.
Yet again, it's going to be good. So, folks at home, we've got 29, yes, you heard it, 29 brand new cards to unveil today. Across 4 matchups. Our good friend Chalky is waiting on the other side. Last time he got 3-1'd by Brian Kibler. I went through the VOD and triple checked to make sure I had my facts straight.
All right. So we need 4 this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go. Are we going 4
better than last time?
Yeah, exactly.
That was what we tried to do.
That's our theme.
Better than last time. That is the theme. Saviors of Uldum, better than last time. So we're going to win this one.
But is this better than the last time we saw the League of Explorers? Because I did want to talk a little bit about just the set overall, right? Because
já máte to hodně potichu. Já se to ještě dostanu u sebe.
We have this like evil league rising up, and now, why is it we have the League of Explorers coming back as sort of their nemesis?
Right. So you've got the evil league. Now you need good guys. We've already set up the bad guys. We need somebody to stop them, and so we already have this great group of Hearthstone good guys, the League of Explorers, that we set up a couple of years ago in the adventure, the League of Explorers, and now they're coming back to save the day.
So from a sort of design perspective, we have all of the various explorers coming back, and all of them are using the kind of singleton mechanic that people used to call the Reno mechanic.
Yep.
That you build your deck in a certain way and you get this special effect.
Singleton mechanic najednou to je, jo.
To bring the league back in that way.
A lot of the most memorable things from the League of Explorers was the Reno mechanic, that singleton type of deck where if your deck has no
Tak, teď se tady akorát baví o týži, jo,
And so people really loved that deck. They
really enjoyed it.
We played it up again in Afghanistan, and so when it was time to bring the League of Explorers back, it made sense to return to that mechanic.
The singleton decks, though, Reno-style decks have always been among my favorite. Yeah. I like playing decks that play out pretty differently from game to game, and when you only have one of any card, certainly leads to that.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it's going to fare. I know some people have had various opinions in the community on these new singleton cards. Now, speaking of mechanics, we have another new mechanic, Reborn, showing its head here in the Saviors of Uldum, along with Plagues, which the League of Evil are hoping to unleash on Uldum. We'll see if they can get those off. And then we also have the return of Quest. A little bit different this time, but Peter and Brian would love to talk to you a little bit about
vy máte zase jakoby neuvěřitelný problémy všichni, tyjo. Tak já to teda refreshnu, jestli to náhodou tam nebyl někde problém, jo, ale...
Reborn to me just is a pretty straightforward, like pretty powerful mechanic, right? Like, for those who don't know, Reborn means when a minion with Reborn dies, it comes back with 1 health. And this both is sort of intrinsically powerful stuff like the Mummy that was revealed, the 3/2 Rush Reborn, which can kind of just kill multiple things or one big thing.
Right.
But personally,
takže to je zase u nich, prostě těch půl vteřiny delay, no.
I forget the name of the card, the Resurrect Priest card that brings back a minion.
Psychopomp.
How could I forget that?
Of course. I wonder if we'll see that card today.
But the sort of interaction of Reborn, not just with, okay, well, this brings it back for 1 more hit, but like with Priest, you can heal your minion.
Absolutely. And with the Priest quest, you need to heal things in order to complete your quest, and so Reborn plays pretty well with that.
So speaking of quests, I wanted to talk a little bit about how quests are back now and different this time, because previously when we saw quests for the first time in Ngoro, there were mostly quests that were like, okay, well, you build your deck in this way, and you complete your quest, and if you complete your quest, you usually win that game. It was more of like a deck building challenge that built into sort of a gameplay that was largely pretty linear. These quests are really different from that. Instead of being a really difficult to fulfill initial conditional that gives you this huge reward, they're generally a bit easier to complete and give you a hero power reward that changes the way you play the game. Which then
s tím třeba vůbec nesouhlasím. A Brian tyko porovnává, že prej ty starý questy se jednoduše jakoby plnily a byly tam jednoduché rewardy. A tady tohleto se prej těžší splní a ty rewardy jsou lepší, což tam není pravda podle mě.
Generally speaking, you complete it somewhere between turn 4 and turn 7 is where we're shooting. There are also generally things that you build your deck to take advantage of, but most decks do this kind of thing. The Warlock quest asks you to draw cards. The Priest quest asks you to heal things. There's exceptions. The Paladin quest, you have to play Reborn minions, but the Druid quest, you just have to have mana. Everybody's got mana. So you can build a deck to take advantage of it, but you can also just play this card and it'll finish eventually kind of on its own.
And one thing that I really like about them, they kind of feel like they have a similar role to hero cards in the sense that they're something that you can sort of build your deck around that changes the way that it plays sort of later in the game. With hero cards, it was like, oh, I drew my Rexar, I drew my Jaina, and now the game is about this other thing. I feel like they're a little bit less intense in that direction. It's not just the game is now about this hero power I have, but it gives you this sort of long-term value, long-term
flexibility. To je porovnává, jaký rozdíl mezi questama a mezi hrginama, kdy jste si hrginy museli líznout a questy máte na rozdíl od začátku, prostě to je trošku jiná hra, no.
Especially the medium impact hero powers, that's more along the lines of what we're looking at here. Things like Death Knight Malfurion, the super powerful card. That kind of hero power didn't completely dominate the rest of the game.
Už teď mi špatně.
The Death Knight Jaina.
Or Thrall, maybe.
Yeah,
I guess that's more about the other reaction.
Right, look at Death Knight Jaina.
I was about to say
this is now about
that kind of dominates the game. We went in a different direction with these ones. One of the things I also wanted to call out with quests is the Questing Explorer. That the 2-mana 2/3 battlecry, if you have a quest, draw a card. One of the downsides to playing a quest is that you're down a card early on in the game, which makes a big difference. This card starts in your opening hand, you don't have another card. With Questing Explorer, you get to draw an extra card, so it kind of pays you back for it.
I do feel
Questing
like
Explorer je ten dvojdrop a 2/3, která líže kartu, když máte quest.
Things like Questing Explorer show just kind of the way that the team had learned from the previous quests, how they played out, how people enjoyed them, and kind of taking it in a different direction. Specifically that, a lot of the quests before was like, okay, well, I'm down a card, I really need to complete my quest in order to justify this. Now there's both, cards like Questing Explorer, as well as just sort of more generally, your deck kind of gets to this point naturally, right? It's not just like, okay, I have to be built very much in this direction.
Yeah, and it also reduces the polarization.
Zároveň jako říkal Kibler to, že ty nový questy nejsou tak straightforward, že můžete balík postavit okolo questu a zároveň hrát tam i něco jiného. Což je teda pravda.
And now these quests are easier to complete, and a lot of the rewards help you out against faster decks.
One thing that I also really like, some of the previous quests, like the original Hunter quest, original Shaman quest, they asked you to do things that very often wanted you to, or at least wanted to build toward decks that wanted to play something on turn 1.
Yes.
And that was something you couldn't really do playing a quest. And it feels like all of these new quests recognize, okay, your turn 1 is generally playing your quest. And then you're not looking to play 1-drops or play Murlocs, all of which really want to do something on turn 1 that isn't play a quest.
And your turn 2 is playing Questing Explorer, and so
there you go.
It works for the Shaman quest, works for the Warlock quest. Exactly. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of quests, we may get to see some today. Maybe even potentially a new one. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe
that's true.
We'll find out. Wink, wink there. But so one other thing I really wanted to call out before we jump into the gameplay. I know you all at home are dying to see it. I know you're like, hey, let's just jump right into the gameplay. Couple things that we have coming up to get you excited about the Saviors of Uldum action. Starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. we have our theory crafting live streams. Yeah. Brian Kibler will actually be a part of that, which is
Zítra začínají ty Theory Crafting live streamy, ty jsou v Americe a pak o den později jsme my.
So that's going to be good. So that starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. showcasing all 135 brand new cards.
Takže nechoďte tam, budu já streamovat. Já budu streamovat. Tady followdejte. Tady. Nahoře.
That is coming on August 5th. We have competitive players and we've got content creators from 8 different regions competing for the League of Evil and the League of Explorers to see who will be the victors of Uldum. So stay tuned for more info on that. But we've got cards to show, and we got gameplay to get to. Again, I know you guys are dying to get to that. So Brian and Peter.
I am too.
Oh, I know you're dying. So
I can talk forever, but I also really want to play some games.
I don't think they would want that. So we're going to let Brian and Peter take it away. Our first matchup is Priest versus Warlock. So Chucky's rocking the Warlock deck, and yeah, enjoy this.
Tak zase budeme hrát proti Chuckymu teda. Chucky bude hrát nějakého Warlocka.
The Kib.
Tak já teda se asi přesunu. Nebo zatím ještě ne, že jo?
In order here, right?
Yep.
The light shall buff you.
All right.
A jdem na to.
Good to go. All right, so I'm guessing this is a buff-oriented deck. I wonder if we have the quest.
We'll see.
We'll find out.
We'll find out
That's
very,
what we
very
find out
soon.
quickly, right? I do. Ha!
And
Ooh,
Northside
new
Cleric.
card already. Well,
Penance.
this quest is actually.
Za 2 many lifesteal, dej za 3.
This seems pretty good.
Boom. So one thing that's interesting about this quest, you
Oh.
don't have to play turn 1. Because this isn't like a you play stuff. This is
Kámo, to je fakt dobrý spell, ty vole.
Yeah, we could just play Northside Cleric.
Just play your Northside Cleric. and
Dej
turn
za
one.
3 a vyleď se o 3.
Holy Ripple.
We have
Ale
3
Ripple.
cards in our hand.
Dej za 1 do všech enemies a vyleď.
This is one of the cards in our opening hand. 2 damage lifesteal. Or rather 2 mana lifesteal, deal 3 damage to
To je fakt dobrý, tohle to je fakt strašně dobrý. Strašně dobrý spell. No Dark Bomba ale vylečí vás to.
A, great to get it back if you're, falling behind lifesteal wise, and B, works with your quest.
It does.
This one, I'm gonna play this, and we can look at it during Chucky's turn.
Yep. It's half a Holy Nova.
Yeah.
For
So
2 mana.
Holy Ripple, deal 1 damage to all enemies, draw 1. Whoa, so this is.
Dej za 1 do všech enemies a vyleč 1 všem přátelům.
This is not that.
This is not
deal 1 to all their stuff.
Takže to je malá holinova.
1 to all friendly characters. So for instance, if this gets
Good with Northside.
Lidl Holinova, přesně.
For example.
Yeah, one of the things with Priest, sort of historically, is that sinister deal, discover a lackey.
Ježiši, to snad ne.
So Warlock gets a bunch of additional lackey stuff. That's one of the big.
Za 1 manu discover nějakého pro Warlocka. No, takže bude Tekan, bude playable tím pádem.
And then we'll play our quest.
That was good.
And then we're ready to heal this guy.
We are. Got a circle or something.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But anyway, it seems like Warlock is leaning pretty heavily on lackeys
Yep.
in this expansion.
They've got Takan, they've got Sinister Deal.
Tak se tady baví o tom, že prostě v této expanzi Warlock postane okolo lackeys. Okolo něčeho jiného.
Takan, who all your lackeys are 4/4 for the rest of the game, which is pretty funny that it's basically rogue quest for lackeys.
It is.
But it's very different because it's like it's for lackeys. So
still
who cares about the
lackeys,
cards?
Teďko je lackey kolik? 6? S tím tak jde někam.
Charge. That helps a lot.
That yes. I mean, they do have double time, double call. Ooh, okay.
All right. Holy Ripple's looking pretty good.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
Oh, Holy Ripple looking really good.
Oh. Okay.
Holy Ripple looking less good.
Ooh, what is this?
Injured Tolver, za 2 many 2 6, Taunt, Battlecry se za 3.
A taunt, Battlecry, deal 3 to this. So this is obviously pretty powerful in terms of giving you, more.
To jsou fakt strašně dobrý karty tohleto, ty vole. To je opět šum, jako co to vychází na toho Priesta za věci.
I do feel like I want to play this Holy Ripple. We'll draw a card off of this. Maybe we draw, something else.
No, tak dáš Ripple, dáš do všeho za 1, že jo? No, je to neutrální, nebo to hrát Priestovi, chápete, že jo? Protože to je dignutý.
Nice.
And there's our circle. Okay.
Oh my god.
So do we just draw a million cards?
No, we're gonna kill this. We wanna get this up the board. But we do. We still end up getting heal for 3 on this, heal for 1 on this. Ticks this up.
Oh, and we got another cleric. This is pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. We're
doing the thing.
We are firing on all cylinders right
We are doing the thing.
We need him to deal some damage to our face.
Yeah, come on.
Prostě Priesta tlačí do léčení kam patří. Přesně tak, no. Konečně začíná být Priest, ty vole, a ne sračka.
Sure, but penance doesn't work with.
Right, yeah, for our penances, yeah, absolutely. I was more just thinking in terms of ways to continue drawing cards and continue advancing our quest. All right.
It's going all right. I like our chances.
So it looks like Chucky's deck is a, lackey zoo style deck. And our deck is way sweeter than that, clearly.
I mean, that's true. We got a quest.
We have a quest, yeah.
Hey.
Although I have to say,
Beaming Sidekick. Za 1 manu. 1, 2, dej friendly minovi +2 do zádu. Zajímavý jedno drop, no.
Yeah, we're gonna play the injured Tolvir, I think.
Tolvir and heal.
And heal it.
It was nice to keep him in face so we can...
Yeah. I appreciate that. Ooh, there's a Psychopomp.
Psychopomp's good with Tolvir.
Oh yeah, that's actually sick.
Jo, jasně, on vlastně Psychopomp vytáhne a dá tomu reborn ještě, že jo. Takže on to bude 2-1 a pak to bude 2-6.
Then it dies to the...
We could do that. If I attack this, I mean, like...
maybe trade into it next turn?
Yeah. We have the penance here. Yeah.
To hell, jo.
Sure.
So far we have a lot of new stuff in this deck.
We've got 29 cards.
This
4
guy in
matchups.
particular is pretty awesome.
That guy's really good.
If you even think of this just like, okay, well, as a priest, you know, this is 4 mana or you know a 2/5 taunt that you know, if you just that you have the option to play as a 2/3 taunt. It seems really powerful. Oh my god, a holy ripple.
To je ten démon z toho recruitera, jasně.
That's the evil recruiter, right? He sacrificed his lackey, got this.
Let's not do that one. Let's not look at that one.
Whoa! Oh.
We'll save that one for the next game.
That was.
Okay.
That's a card.
What, it came off of something? Okay.
Yeah, it came off of something.
We'll pretend that isn't there.
Dobře, není tam ta karta prostě, jo. Čete, zapomeňte na to zatím.
They have.
But that's fine.
Here, I'll close my eyes. Okay, I haven't seen it, but you guys did. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead.
Já jsem prostě nestihl, ty vole. Dobrý, tak se na to potom podíváme.
Do you want to play another cleric?
Probably not.
No, it's only gonna heal 3. Oh yeah, it'll be too many cards.
That's a lot of cards.
Boop.
No, tak ta replay jako taky hrozně vtipná. Takže to je jakoby heal a zedno do všeho. Tak, Sandhu Waterbearer za 5 many 5/5. Na konci kola něco udělají. Teďka to docela hodně dá, co vychází, no, poslední dobou. Já bych teda tradeoval bych penance asi, no. Přesně.
Too many things going on, too many cards.
Yeah, the Psychopomp will be pretty good.
Yeah, so far, I mean, well, so far, what did I have die earlier? This is the only things I played.
Those are the only things you played,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
So you'll get one of those too.
Right. Well, this isn't necessarily gonna die.
Right.
Krysa, jasně.
Yeah, I mean, 12 with Reborn is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, this card just seems really powerful. Like,
Jo, já jsem řekl obráceně, že jo. Takže ona to vyvolá jako 2/6 a pak jako 2/1 po rebornu.
But there's so many things you can sort of build up to it before that.
Temple Berserker. To je 1/2 reborn a když je damagenutý, tak je to 3/2. Nebo 3/1 respektive, že jo. Počkej, jo, 3/1.
Why is it glowing? What's going on?
That's the reborn.
Oh. That means that it has reborn?
That means that it will come back to life.
Okay. Got it.
Jo, takže karty, které jsou takové označené, tak se vrátí zpátky, když umřou, jo. Zajímavý.
Psychopomp and Penance the 5/2 maybe?
It's an option. Could also see what we got with Questing. Because if a Psychopomp hits the cleric, it's actually kind of bad.
It is quite bad.
I'm gonna start with this at least.
Sounds good.
Questing.
Of course it's the right way.
Ooh.
Víc rukou.
That's a great here.
Just play this and heal it. Or just play this and
Penance the 5/2? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oops. Ah.
Jo, Spree se snaží bojovat s Warlockem, který nemá dost karet. Takže ještě jednou, zapepené 5/5, na konci tvýho kola se vyléč 5 damage do friendly charakteru. Tohle je strašně dobrý. Ragnaros Lightlord malej, ano. Počkej, co to je za vejce, ty vole? Vejce vyvolující 4 serpenta, jo. Aha. OK. To je prostě horší na Ruby and Egg, no. To je taky jakoby fakt dobrý. Jako v Blizzardu já si chtěl, aby se znova hrálo Zol, což bych neřekl, že je špatně. No, tak to může vytradovat, položit toho Taurena, vyléčit se, splnit si quest, že jo?
Do not fear power. Fear
Díky ty monátore.
who wield it.
We have all these acolytes, we don't necessarily need it. It heals this, great, we draw a card. Doesn't, maybe it just absorbs some heal herself. Now we've activated the obelisk. Boom.
We can just buff up our acolytes.
So,
Hero Power's pretty good.
Restore 3 health if you target a minion. Also give it +3/+3. So you can use this on undamaged minions. You can just give them +3/+3 if you want. But if you use it on, say, you know, Blade Master, it's like, okay, heal you and then give you
It's like +3/+6,
as well.
basically.
Tak, Vultura to je ten sub, který vyvolává ty trojdropy, když dostanete damage ve vašem kole.
That's my favorite Warlock card.
OK, to mě nenapadlo.
Something with a battle cry.
Taková věc může stát, ty jo?
This guy's got to die, because, you know.
Because otherwise we kill his
Otherwise,
Vulture.
and also just heal him.
To je prostě Doomsayer, no. Bastard, to jsou znamená dva nejhorší trojdropy, co tam jsou v tom půlu.
These guys are buddies. They both care about the same thing.
That was pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Pom, pom.
So, I'm gonna Psycho Pump first and see what we get.
Jasně.
That's less exciting.
No a teďko teda za 4 many máte 3-1, 2-3 a 2-1. To je jakoby pořád dost dobrý, no. Teďko se může dát +3/+3 na tu karečku a zahrát Extra Arms. Jako ty vole.
This quest seems really powerful. Like,
pretty good.
You sort of naturally. Ooh, another one.
Ooh, that was good.
Okay.
You know, a lot of priest decks, you know, they naturally want to play, you know, cheap stuff like cleric, like blade master, you know, that aren't necessarily super high impact as you get to later in the game. Right? Yeah, exactly. That aren't necessarily super high impact as you get to the mid to late game, but having the ability for any of those to become a threat. Your opponent's to kill every single thing, or else it's like, okay, well, this is going to get, you know, enormous over the course of just like a turn or two.
Right, and it snowballs pretty far out of control too, right?
Jo, to je dobrý, no. Snowballuje to právě. Protože teď se tady o tom baví, jak to bude dobrý late game a prostě když tam nechá protivník toho miniona, tak ho nezabije už potom, většinou teda.
Like, what are the sort of things that I was hoping, you know, cards would be around? And one of them was
tam hrajete alarmoboty, jo.
Long-term value tools that can compete with stuff like Dr. Doom, right?
Wow.
And the quests,
quests are in a good spot for that.
The quests go a long way toward making that possible, because in a game where your opponent, you know, is every few turns getting a free mech or whatever, they're rushing into your stuff. It's like, well, it's a lot harder to rush into gigantic things to kill them. Ooh.
High Priest Amet, to je ta legendárka, která setuje životy těch minionů, co zahrajete. On se vrátil do ruky ten alarmobot, máte pravdu, no. Nech zapomněl. 3 IQ, přesně.
Definitely gonna more arms this. Well, actually, we could more arms this and heal this, so we get a card and plus it, and this kills
4/3, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably better. All right, we're gonna more arms you. Kill this. This wasn't on the map. Heal you.
Right away.
Ty vole, to je strašně velký najednou, no.
Then we'll play a second. We have so many arms. We want to get a taunt back from this. So. Just don't want to get beat up by all of them.
Of course, it's the right way.
We have many quest explorers.
Okay.
We're taking 11 on board.
Yeah. Ow. I need those penances back. I need to gain some life. But I mean, we do have.
I mean, our hero power can't hit face. It's sad.
It's true. Not your face. Boom. If you target Jiraxis, does he get +3/+3?
I don't think so.
Curses.
I think he counts as a hero at that point.
Drawing Drax off like Geppetto is
No, já taky řekl k tomu tam nějaký svůj komentář, mně přijde, že oni se snaží prostě tlačit hru, aby se víc hrál na bordu a tohle by se mělo podařit.
Okay.
Tak, to je ten Berserker a tohle ta druhá karta dělá... Jsem nestihl teďko. Shit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these like 1/2s that do reasonable things.
Poor cleric.
It's alright, he's not going face, so not that unhappy.
Yeah. Okay, well, oh yes.
9, 12, 14, 16. We have lethal.
Yeah, but that's way less cool than just playing where things get to use our hero.
Jo, máme letalo, dobře, ale máme zábavnější karty na ruce, ty.
Fine.
Whatever you like.
Okay, we'll make a gigantic. She has completed her quest.
She has completed her quest, and so have we.
Yeah.
I mean, the real important thing is we gotta go 4-0 against Jockey.
That's true. We are trying to do better than last time, and we're off to a good start.
OK.
Boom.
Alright, that was pretty good.
Tak ta 4-3 dává vám za 3 zaútočí, jo. To by mohlo být playable.
When you're playing a deck with clerics and buffs against a zoo type deck, it's probably going to stand out and being particularly powerful.
Yeah.
But I like the
And we had a good draw too.
Yeah, we
it
did.
Played out pretty well, and drawing the power word shield immediately, and then the circle.
Yeah,
and
when you point out all the things that went my way, it just sounds like my life. But
yeah, you know, it was
All
a good
the
draw
arms.
and a good deck. I enjoy that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into the collection manager. So we should have had a total of 11 cards. I think there were 2 that we didn't see from the
Tak, pojďme se
Warlock
podívat na ty
deck.
nový
There
karty.
were 2 of them. We may have actually seen 12 on accident, but we're going to talk about that one card later.
Here's the deck we did play.
Takže karty pro Priesta to vypadá fakt dobře.
From the priest deck.
Oh yeah, we didn't see a ritualist.
All right, so this is the quest, which had already been revealed.
Quest je tady naprosto jasný.
Extra arms, we just
Grand
got buff.
Mummy, another new card. You know, we didn't draw, but had already been revealed.
Grand Mummy to je ten dvojdrop, který buffuje ostatní karty. Ta repel je teda velmi zajímavá, tyjo. Umíte si představit tuto kartu s Taldosem? Jakože tady dáte prostě za 2 do všeho a vyléčíte se? Jako není to Spirit Lash, ale...
Yep, and it's pretty good with Thalnos too.
Yeah.
So I am curious too. I think we just proved that Activate the Obelisk is pretty freaking cool. But I was curious. I know when it came out, there were some varying opinions online from the community. Brian, what's your consensus on it now after playing it?
My reaction when I saw it, I just posted the image with
I saw that.
That's pretty good.
It looks kind of outrageous, right?
Right.
It is not easy to enable. Well, you need to have things happening in order to actually heal 15.
Right.
That's a lot. Obviously, the existence of cards like the Injured Tolvir, which we saw here, Injured Blade Master. You know, frankly, like you can use Damage Stegatron. There's a lot of minions that have the ability to provide you with a heal target, which is
damage himself, heal up.
Crystallizer as well.
Yeah, Crystallizer to heal yourself. And
Tak se tady baví o tom, jak je dobrý ten quest a že to jakoby, že je to dobrý, ale těžce se to plní, no. Což asi dá souhlasit.
So, you know, that fact really does change the way that a deck like this can play out compared to some other types of quest decks.
Totally. Yep. Now I think, can we hover over Sandhoof Waterbearer?
Ritualist.
Pennant. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is another.
We're getting there.
Tohle je hustý, no.
This one I think had already been previously revealed too, but this is, you know.
But it's a cool card in this deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, you know, putting this next, you could play like out, you know, Blade Master and Injured Tolvir.
Well, a lot of Arena players I know were super excited about Ritualist, and I was talking to like Dreads, and he was like, "Ooh, this card looks super powerful in Arena."
Tak mi to spíš zadáší ten Penance, no. To je jako fakt docela hustý.
It's good with Reborn as well.
Yes, yeah, it definitely seems.
When they come back to life, instead of going to 1 health,
they go to 7
health.
Or whatever.
Or you know, 20 health.
Yeah.
Is it Amet or Amet?
I have no idea.
Good. Okay. Cool.
My guess is Amet. I would say Amet.
I would say Amet as well.
Ahmed.
And then Sandhoof.
And then
High Priest Ahmed.
This card I think is just this seems.
Tohle je hodně zajímavý, ta pětka.
The fact that it can
jako přemýšlím, jestli bych jí opravdu hrál v tom balíku.
The fact that it can give you sort of board control and trigger all of your things that care about healing. As you were mentioning, like kind of like Ragnaros, but A, you can play 2 of them. B, it comes out much faster, and C, it's in a class that.
Jako tohle je daleko lepší než Ragnaros starý, no. Jak to stojí akorát těch 5.
Right.
It's also an interesting card to play because you have to figure out how many damaged guys do you have and how do you get the heal on the right thing.
Yeah, playing with and against Ragnaros was always very interesting because like okay, you know, and even just like someone gets, you know, a Lightwell off of a lackey nowadays. It's like okay, how do I attack? Because I can't kill the Lightwell. Do I like attack the Lightwell for 1? Do I attack you for this?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, really excited to see that card for sure.
Yeah, let's jump into Warlock really quick. So the 2 cards we did not get to see, if memory serves me correct, Bug Collector.
That's in neutral, we can just put it here.
Oh, there you go, sorry.
Bug Collector.
Oh, okay.
Tak za 2 many, 2 jednička Battlecry, vyvolej 1/1, jasně, Locus s Rashem, to je 1/1 být s Rashem.
So yeah, that's, you know, 2 bodies if you care about getting multiple bodies for things like Knife Juggler.
Yep.
To je dobrý, to jo.
Or There's a new quarter creeper.
You know.
And it's a locust, which is a beast.
Yep.
So that could possibly have synergies in, say, a hunter deck.
Yep. Scavenger
Hunter,
hyena.
To je dobrý.
Yep. And
To je dobrý.
Taker was the last one, by the way.
Handle.
It's basically Murloc Tidecaller, but it's
No, je to prostě lepší Tidecloud, no.
Tide Hunter. Instead of being a Murloc, it's
Candle Taker za 3 many, 3 dvojka Reborn, takže to je 3-2 a 3-1. Takže tohleto je třeba, tohleto je horší.
Oh, gotta love the flavor text. Absolutely.
Tohleto je horší ta Reborn
The
Mummy.
last one.
The mummified kobold.
it is.
All right.
Togwaggle has some influence here.
Cool.
That's one of the things we'll see a little bit more in the flavor for Saviors is that the Evil League is working together now, and you're seeing some things where Hagatha and Dr. Boom are working together, and Togwaggle and Hagatha are. This is kind of Togwaggle and Lazul kind of working together.
Togwaggle Lazul, no jasně.
Cool.
Well,
All
cool.
right, well,
we got more matches to play.
yeah,
We've got Mage versus Druid. It's time to hex and flex on Chalky. So I'm already up 1-0, but I'm gonna give it back to Brian and Peter. They're gonna take it away with this next
Hexen
match.
and
Mage
flexen.
versus Druid.
Thank you, Chris.
It is Hexen and Flexen. I mean,
Jak se tady ptal, jestli se prostě nejdřív jde Death nebo Reborn, to záleží, co bylo na stole dřív, že jo?
Or a new one.
Well, this does have the card that we saw last game, so you're not going to be in the dark.
Oh, this one right here, Zephyrus the Great.
Zephyrus the Great, za 2 many 3 dvojka elementál, Battle Cry, pokud balík nemá duplikace.
So I actually did see this.
Přeji si perfektní kartu.
Feigned ignorance, but
That's all right.
okay. Well, I'm guessing we have no duplicates.
Co to zase má za efekty, vole?
I'm gonna. We're doing Paragons of deck construction here. Okay, so I mean, we're gonna find out how this works. It's a 2-cost 3/2, which is already like pretty good. I don't know what Chalky's deck is doing yet, so I'm gonna wait on the magic trick.
Sounds good.
No, logi to teda stojí jen 2 many, ty vole, to je docela
And then we're just gonna play
překvapivý.
this to see what happens.
All right. So it looks at the situation, and it gives you the perfect card.
Jo, hraje Potential Druida.
Okay, untapped potential. This is like the quest. Are you gonna coin to use the quest? That'd be cool. Yes, you did.
All right.
Okay.
Tak.
Well, let's find out what the perfect card is.
All right. So it just looks at the situation, looks at basic and classic, and gives you 3 interesting options.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
So it says Wild Growth if you're the kind of deck that wants to do that, Animal Companion if you just want tempo, or Brightwing if you just want value.
I mean,
A
I always
cože?
want the dragon.
Sounds good.
And value.
And value.
Both, both have them.
Jo, takhle, takže ta karta, jo, takhle to funguje, takže ona se to podívá, kolik máte many,
Flame Strike if you
jaký je board state a podle toho to vybírá karty, jo.
Twisting Nether if you
I'm
had 8
so curious how that actually works. Like,
To je dobrý, ale to
what's going
nestačí,
on
jakoby na
behind
balík tohleto.
the scenes.
So it looks at all of the basic and classic cards that are interesting.
Aha.
Okay.
So like Raptor's not an interesting card. It's never
Vybírá
gonna
to
be-
karty z klasiku a z basic setu.
Have you seen Rappy the Raptor's YouTube video? Raptor's an interesting card. He has quite the backstory.
All right. He's rarely the perfect card.
Okay.
So it looks at all the cards that you might want. And breaks them into categories.
He didn't know that I wanted a Crazed Alchemist.
Well, if
didn't
you
know.
played him now, he would have given you a Crazed
Really?
Alchemist. Yeah. Well, only if you had 4 mana, because he wants you to play it this turn, because the Doomsayer is going to go away.
Počkej, takže kdybyste teďko zahráli tohle, tak vám to dá Crazed
And then
Alchemistu?
it breaks it into categories and gives you the best card from 3 categories. The 3 best categories, I guess.
I'm just gonna play this.
What the hell, ty vole? Takže ona se to fakt podívá na board state a podle toho vám to dá kartu prostě, jo.
What is it going to give you, and like, what's a situation where it's actually useful?
Okay, interesting. I really like that it's a 2 mana 3/2.
Tak to je interesting.
So like it can be used. Ooh, what was that? Discover.
Za 1 manu discoverněte kartu, která má v sobě choose one.
Like it's something that you can use sort of in the early game to get things to play. Because
Yep.
one of the issues with singleton decks, with the Reno style decks. Take a look at this one real quick.
Mountain Giant.
Board Expedition, jasně.
Often you can get Mountain Giant off of that,
Interesting.
or Edwin.
So it's looking at like what you can do basically like this turn or next turn,
Yep.
more or less.
It tries to prioritize this turn. If there's something really amazing for next turn, it'll
Let's
do
make a
that.
friend. Maybe
Jo, a snaží se to teda projít, to za podle kolik ještě máte many, jo.
Another Zephyrs.
Oh, we got a Godfrey.
Godfrey's
No.
not bad.
Takže přesně, když třeba protivník bude mít 6 životů, tak vám to prostě najde líroje.
I still don't know what I want, so I'm gonna wait on my magic trick still. But yeah, so in the early turns, it gives you kind of a early tempo play that can give you an additional play to follow a turn.
Yep.
And then in the late game, it can give you powerful things, right?
Yep.
That's so cool.
And 2's a good cost because especially in Basic and Classic, 8 is a really important breakpoint. That's where Tyrion lives and Lay on Hands and Twisting Nether, which are all the kinds of cards you might want.
Okay, so next turn is going to actually be able to complete this. Let's just Acolyte and Ping.
Let the pain speak to me.
Let's see all my cool cards. Frost Nova.
Nova Doomsayer, that's good.
This card is, we kind of glossed over it. It had been revealed already, but 3/4 Taunt Reborn Death Rattle.
Potom jsme už bavili dneska několikrát, že jo, to je ten Defender, který je dost zajímavý.
Frequently, this is going to be very similar to like a Sludge Belcher. It stops some damage, gives you the initial body, a secondary body, and it's gaining you life. So the fact that it's a little bit more expensive than a Sludge Belcher.
Yeah, it's kind of a cross between Sludge Belcher and Healbot.
Yeah. Or like
it's one more mana than both. Yeah.
Belcher a Healbot, no.
And yeah, I assume it's true that the Reborn half still keeps the Death Rattle course.
Yep. So you get 6 healing.
Já teda hlavně jako zírám, že dokázal Chucky splnit tu týru, jako no.
Alright, well that was a good draw.
To je překvapení docela.
So he doesn't, get even more copies of everything, do everything.
Yes.
That seems like it could be kind of bananas. All right, well, I'm going to ping my guy.
Sounds good. Try not to. We don't want to burn any cards.
This is Reno. That's what the people want to see. People
Burning
want me
cards?
to burn the cards. Yeah, that's what they
They have appreciated that over the years.
All right, I'm actually just going to attack into here and get rid of a card.
Sounds good.
And not burn a card. Ooh, let's play this
Well, it's AI. let's see what happens.
No, not you. We'll crossbolt this. I'm just going to play a Doomsayer. Can't like play a big thing now that the choose ones are doubled. Even though I have the Reno. So, like, sort of philosophically with the each of the League of Explorers, right? Ooh. Choose both.
That's pretty good.
That is really good, and I like the
Takže on teďko narampil, líznul 3.
with the Assyrian tier in that style of deck. One of the things when I first saw the quest, the Assyrian tier quest, that I was curious about was like, okay, is there enough?
Ancient Mysteries. Lízně si secret z balíku a stojí 0.
Sort of effects, and that obviously goes a long way to giving you.
There's a couple of cards. There's a couple of choose one cards in Saviors as well that are quite powerful.
Počkat, cože?
Okay.
To funguje s těma kartama, co? Ty vole, tak to je dobrý, ale jako svině. To funguje s Cloud Princem, že jo? A s tou C2.
Reducing that to 0 means you can play it in the same turn as your secret synergy type card.
Přesně tak, no to zadá v jednom kole, no.
One of them that like AoEs your opponents.
Yeah, that one's very strong.
Like being able to play multiple secrets in the same turn as
Mage is back. Oh wait, ty vole, Mage je tier 1.
Oh, we get another magic trick.
We can overdraw him.
Does it count if we burn their cards, their new cards?
Jo, to je dobrý srovnání, je to jako Mid Scientist, ale nemá to tělo. Ale hlavně si ještě vybíráš ten secret, že jo?
Reborn thing that I now know what it is. It's like, what's this mean?
A little bit like Divine Shield.
Yeah.
There's just kind of a thing on it to remind you.
It's like, hey.
It's pretty loud. Like, look at me, this is important. This guy is coming back to life.
Tam je draw, OK, takže pak je to prostě fakt jako Mad Scientist. Ale bez toho těla.
We can actually barista our Reno. Stuff.
Barista plus Zephyrs, pretty good. Use Zephyrs for like a Frost Nova and you barista it back. It's pretty good.
Ooh. And so the Zephyrs is a neutral card, so you can obviously play that with any of the sort of naturally singleton classes of the league. But you can also just, if you want to play,
you can just put it in Rogue.
Yeah, you
Shadow
can
Step
play
it a bunch of times.
You could play it in Shaman with like the
Battle
Cry quest.
For sure. Yeah, Zephyrs I think is really cool. He's super skill testing.
Yeah.
It's just fun to play too.
Yeah, like sort of understanding. Ooh. Whoa!
Choose one +2/+2 or get a copy of this.
Oh man.
Počkej, za 5 many rush. A buď to je to 5/5 rush, anebo je to 2x3/3 rush, jo?
Pretty good. Oh, that's also good with barista.
Yes.
No to prdala, tak to je docela dobrý, ale jako.
Let's play this first.
Reno and Mysteries.
Yeah. We get it. Oh.
Oh, we're out.
We had 2 secrets in it.
Dobrá play.
Amazing.
OK.
Well,
Alina.
at least we know we have no duplicate secrets in our deck. All right.
Lol,
Good
ty
to know
vole.
if I have any secrets in it, I need to be careful with the secrets I have.
If we get to have Reno next turn, we'll just barista it back, and that'll be great.
Ale vlastně je to perfektní, jo.
Although,
Oh no. Oh, that's gross.
Ježiš, tak to je ale úplná zavadilost.
that card is so powerful in this deck.
Tohle je vážně dobrý, jako no.
Jeez.
Ten Struger by tam mohlo být možná dobrý v jiných balících, ty. A tady to je fakt painful, jako no.
I am getting
A teďko zahrál Marku a ta Marka teda dělá oboj najednou, zase.
Like if we Godfrey, we kill this and we hit a 4. So Godfrey doesn't actually do enough. We can Frost Nova
Zmrazíš to, no.
and then that sets up a future Godfrey.
I like Calico's Frost Nova for next turn now.
That's true. There's also just like the Flame Ward.
Is this Flame Ward and like AI or something?
Alright, well, we'll start.
Může dát intelekt, jakoby Frostnovou abilitu třeba, že jo.
Interesting. Ooh.
Šamát, to je ten...
Okay.
To je ten
Just like Flame Ward and Calico.
démon.
Crazy. We could Flame Ward and ping something.
We can also just counterspell a ping something and not put the Flame Ward if we're planning on playing this anyway.
I wonder.
I'm gonna do this.
Alright.
Play this.
Je to démon, jo. Elementál.
Good.
Time runs out on me.
And hopefully he doesn't do anything totally crazy.
Now we're taking 18 here.
Teď by třeba letal, ne? Jako, čeky.
We'll have some life to spare.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't like Scenarius or something.
Ooh. Choose both.
Scenarius vyvolává 2, 4, 4 a buffuje board teda, jo.
Yeah, Scenarius would be really bad for us.
Ježiš. Say something!
Oh man.
This one changed. Okay, well,
Alright.
I think we actually are fine
This is
now.
fine, right? We
This is fine.
Voodoo Doll plus,
This is fine.
Godfrey.
Voodoo Doll this, Godfrey.
But that's
We have-
not a clear, right?
No, it's not. Right? It's Voodoo Doll and this.
A Caligos Frostnová, že jo?
No, we have to ping this too, yeah. There's no
Yeah.
6. There's
No
only...
6.
There'd only be a 2 or 4.
Ale to vypadá jak J-Druid
Why don't
tohleto
we just
prostě.
Calicos
Yeah, let's Calico's Frost.
Frost
Nebo vlastně ta J-Druid, ne prostě Ram Druid. Prostě starý Ram Druid.
unless Calicos miraculously gives us
OK.
Frost Nova. Okay,
No, teď
so
to bude
that's
prostě mrazit půl roku, no.
because next turn we can barista Frost Nova if we want. Or barista
And he
Flame
also just
Strike
has a
Frost
full
Nova.
hand, so he can't play anything else. He can obviously play buffs on his guys.
Yeah. He's Druid, so he doesn't have a ton of just face damage spells.
Yeah. We have a counterspell up too, so
Right.
the fact that a minion does nothing right now.
And the first spell does nothing. Starfall's really good with choose both.
Yes.
So very good. Okay.
Well, so we could flame strike here, and that kills.
Teďka možná dát Play Strike a...
There's no we
a
can
něco.
flame strike. Ping Godfrey.
No může dát teďko tu, že jo, panenku a Godfreyho? Vychází mu to?
If we Voodoo Doll.
Dola 2,
Flame strike
4...
leaves just these.
Ne, nevychází to. O 1, myslím.
4 and 3.
So we could Flame Strike, Barista Ziliax, and trade? I think we Flame Strike first.
We'll definitely flame strike.
No jasně.
So, I mean, I could just ping this and play Godfrey, which kills these. This survives.
I'd love to save Godfrey for the next time he does this, if we can.
Well, we have this, and we have this. I kind of like just.
Time runs out on me.
Godfrey. Tak proč ne? Podle nevěděli.
We'll leave Calico somewhere as well. But
Yeah, we have Siamut as well.
so this card's pretty sweet. Obviously, like, you know, just as a defensive tool, you know, Rush Divine Shield or Rush Wind Fury can be super powerful.
Mě mega zajímá, co se bude z toho pikovat za ty staty, no.
Wind Fury, Divine Shield, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is a choose two, so it doesn't give you a million options with this.
Yes.
Battle cry choose
It's
multiple.
gain 2 of.
Yeah.
Starfall or something. Yeah.
Another one.
No ale to jsou 2 Starfally jakoby, že jo? Nebo takhle, on to je... Jak se jmenují ty ability? Jedna je Starfall a ta druhá je... Starlord, tuším. Starlord, jo, je ta druhá abilita. Jo. Ty vole, takže to je prostě token druid plus control plus spam, ty vole, plus scenarius.
Well.
Jinak pro to existuje dokonce i emote. Vosy, ty jo. Jaký emote to je?
I mean, we can Ziliax, could...
Koukám, že jak je spousta, ty jo.
Be like,
No, je to vážně Starlord. Starlord je jedna z těch abilit, která je ze Starfallu. Se podívejte do kolekce.
play this.
Play more.
We could rush Divine Shield, play this.
Fine.
I kind of like that.
No,
Double
šamat.
buff. It's a good double buff that I don't even die, too. Could also just give this rush... No. Could just play this, too. Bump this, not play this.
Tak se hlavně vybere, Briane.
Yeah.
And then, this is kind of mediocre at that point. Alright, I think I'm just gonna do this.
Unity, precision,
This is sort of
Nejlepší karta všech expanzí, ty jo.
It's not like
quite
Explosive Trap.
Explosive Trap.
Yeah. Just play the Spellbreaker just
Yeah.
for the 4/3.
your magic shall not save you.
Could like Ray of Frost this.
Let's
and
do
something,
yeah.
but, eh.
We're not
I don't know.
that.
I also just don't know what else is in my deck, so I don't want to like
That's fair.
spew out my Ray of Frost and then have like a Mana Cyclone or something.
I think we've got some value stuff in our deck. We don't
I
have
would
any
guess
secrets.
so. I would guess. Yeah, we have no secrets.
We have no
know that.
secrets.
Jo, Keeper teda Silence dává za 2.
Uh-oh.
A Tauren tak vyvolává 2 2 a buffuje.
Well,
Ty vole.
well.
No, takže Frostnova šamat zase.
We
To
could
się
just
dlouho
see him
nebylo.
out with like Divine Shield, Wind Fury, Frost Nova, and just try and kill him.
Yeah, that's right.
Winds of the south, come to my aid.
Boom. Boom.
Štít, jasně, a to je to jakoby 2x Discover.
I don't know if this is really gonna work in the killing him sense.
Yeah, we're a little bit
quite
short
yet,
on.
but we've got some time. We got some tools. We can you know, barista get more of these.
That's true.
As to whether that will work.
Right, I was gonna say. I'm not sure how useful that
I think
is.
he's already played both of his powerful wilds. Maybe not.
Played one, I think. He's played both Starfalls, but
Oh,
no
right, yeah.
Rats.
Right.
Yeah, we need.
Je tam gift šamat a žere Shatterwalk?
Yeah, we will.
No, tak ještě no.
It's true. It's true. We have some tools here.
We have some
still.
tools. We've got Ray of Frost. We got Voodoo Doll. We just have to see him out too.
Yeah,
Aha.
I mean, worst case scenarios can just kill things.
Behold,
Unspent mana
jewels of the
damage.
Crystal Merchant, pokud máš nějakou nespendutou manu na konci kola,
Interesting.
lízni si, no tak to je, a tohle je úplně absurdní, ty vole.
This.
Takže to vám líže každý kolo 1 kartu. Sculptor, pokud zakástíš spell, dej si do ruky náhodného mágovského miniona.
Okay.
Náhodného mágovského miniona.
Play this. Ray, flame.
To je docela teda under... Počkej, to je Battle Cry, ne?
I wonder.
Alright, that's what we do. Boom.
Počkej, cože? To je za každý spell?
There aren't that many
To se děláte snad prdel, ne? Ty vole z Ray of Frost na
One
metě.
of them.
Ty krávo, tak teda tohle je opravdu šílený.
Yeah, I do too.
The problem is that something gets to attack first. Ooh, well, we got a lot of secrets for next turn if we survive. I'm gonna kill this guy. Maybe it's good phase.
You kill the 2/3/3s.
Kill the 2/3. How am I gonna win
Then
this?
how do you win? Yeah.
I am gonna.
No a běž face, to je nejlepší řešení, ty.
Alright. Hope he has no buffs.
Well, if he has one buff,
No, Pingo chtěl tu 3-4.
I guess one of these survives, yeah. If he has a buff, I die. Maybe I should kill one of these.
Jako ten Dunclag je teda hodně šílený, no. Láza, vyvolíš 6 česku Town a vyleš 12.
No!
Okay.
You're dead.
Krásný.
Very, very.
Alas.
Oh well.
And the flame ward is kind of weird because it's not quite explosive trap. It doesn't quite protect you from the first thing attacking like an explosive trap would. We would have died even if we killed one of those things.
No tady vypadají ty balíky oba dva velmi zajímavě.
Like how we actually
Jak ten droid, tak ten mage teda vypadají zajímavě.
Well, the thing that's
You hope you can grind
unfortunate.
him out.
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say the thing that's unfortunate is you didn't 4-0 him, so it wasn't better than last time.
ruined.
That's all right.
Chalky, good on you. You are sniping us a little bit though, so we'll give credit to Brian where credit is due.
I did play my draw secret card with no secrets in my deck.
This is
That's true.
This is very true. Well, let's jump into the collection manager. We did show all the cards from that matchup, which is cool. We had 6 brand new cards in that. Now I know while he's pulling this up, I know Zephyrus was one of the cards that Peter.
That card was super cool.
Really cool, right? So there's a good story behind that, and I know like this is a card from the tech perspective that we didn't ever think as a team was ever going to be possible. Like, how do we do this? And so, Peter, I didn't know if you could maybe share some of the backstory of like how it came to be. I know we talked about what it does, but
so. When we decided to do the Highlander mechanic, we said we need to have a cool Highlander card. We need to have something like Kazakis that you get really excited about and you actually want to go and build those decks.
Chtěli jsme udělat nějakého Kazaka, ale ne tak brutální, jo.
Did it, and we said, okay, what if there was a card that said Battlecry, look through your collection, add any card to your hand.
No jasně.
Grab a card from your collection. So I went to gameplay engineering and I went to UI and said, can we do this? And they said, please don't.
of course.
please don't.
The expected response.
And so instead, gameplay and UI and a couple of the designers brainstormed like, okay, is there a version of that we can do? Can we like show you a couple of cards from your collection? And then the idea was, what if the AI picked the best ones? It was just, here's some reasonable choices for you. And then we implemented it like 5 different times, like complete reimaginings of how are we going to make it work to find the right version.
To je fakt pěkný design.
This is where we landed. So it looks
tak původně ta karta měla projdi si kolekci a vezme si kartu.
And then gives you the best cards from the best categories. So it tries to give you meaningful choices. Generally that means in AoE, a single target removal, and a proactive play that's like, hey, here's a reasonable minion, so that you can kind of pick which one you need. Sometimes, if the board is bad enough, it'll give you 3 different AoEs, because it says, you want an AoE.
Jasně, chápu.
Just pick an AoE, here's some different choices depending on what's interesting.
Tak když se budu hrát v 10. a protivník má plný board, tak dostanu prostě ty stejné vždycky.
Or do you want like Blizzard because you want to lock up their board for next turn?
Super cool.
To je docela pecka,
jako. It's a lot of fun, and as you play Zephyrs more, you understand.
Tohle to jsou prostě jako starý vyše z Magicu, z Genesis, no. Magikáři asi vědí, o čem mluvím teďko, že jo.
It's like the genie in the lamp, right?
It is, yeah.
Dokonce vlastně je to úplně stejný, no.
Here are your wishes. Let me give you what you want.
There we go.
It was in that video, the amazing LP video where they were revealing Flame Ward. It was amazing. This is the lamp.
Yes.
This is the guy in the lamp.
That is right. Yes, this is what we were hinting at. Absolutely.
Cool.
So I think
jo, můžeš dostat karty i z jiný klásy, protože to je Wish a není to Discover. Takže tam to není na klásu.
This is 2 cost do nothing.
Mystery se dá hustý taky, no.
It's 2 cost.
I mean, just put more secrets in your deck, Brian.
2 cost emote. Opponent emotes back. That's as far as I can tell what this card does. But no, like we were saying when we were playing, I think this card is really interesting for the secret synergy type stuff. Obviously, we've had like any deck that's trying to be built around secrets in the past can be kind of challenging when it's like, okay, I need to A, draw my secret, B, get my secret into play, and then finally C, play the thing that gives me some sort of benefit from it.
Funguje to i se Secret Keeperem. Zahrajete Secret Keepera v prvním kole, zahrajete Mystery, zahrajete Secretu a máte 2 trojku na stole.
So the ability to draw it from your deck and then play what you want for 0, I think is very, very powerful.
Yep. Flame Ward is also a secret that's a little bit tougher to break. I mean, you have to actually get attacked a little bit like Ice.
Barda je zvláštní, no. Ale ta se bude určitě hrát prostě.
Just buff up your minions and that doesn't matter.
And then
Dune Sculptor.
Dune Sculptor,
oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, and it's interesting because this is in the same vein as
karta prostě mohla vyjít, no.
But I'd be curious to see if it, makes
tohle úplně šílený.
I don't know if you have any thoughts on that perspective.
I mean, this card seems much more interesting for something like a singleton deck, like the deck that wants.
Já si představte, že zahrajete prostě 3 spely, získáte cyklona, zahrajete cyklona, cyklon vám dá spely prostě. Jako, tohle je prostě úplně neuvěřitelný, jo. Akorát potřebujete vlastně k tomu mít spell, no. To je všechno.
I'm looking for things that are going to give me like the ability to win the game, tools to actually win this. Because as we saw, and it did have Hexler Malacrest. There he is.
It did, yeah.
There he is. That's the name. The reason for the name. Oftentimes this style of deck it needs a little bit of help if it's going to be playing a bunch of spells to try and get certain synergies, and then you need a way to actually close out the game. Once my Calicos died, it was like, oh, I don't really have that much going on.
Malacrest, Shaman, Joybas, Calicos.
Get a Hexler Malacrest to get a bunch of value back is very, very powerful.
That's awesome.
It's an option for the quest deck as well. The quest deck is cast a bunch of spells.
Yeah.
So you're casting a bunch of spells, and you also need a way to win the game.
Right.
Yep.
Get some more minions back here.
Jako ten build z toho balíku není moc dobrý, ale myslím si, že tohle by fakt mohlo být playable.
Yeah, and specifically between
s těma Highlander kartama.
Ray of Frost. It's a way to have a card in your deck that represents multiple spells, which in this case can represent multiple minions.
Absolutely.
Which just allows you to continue generating resources. Because a lot of the sort of cheap mage spells, if you're playing a control deck and that's just all you have, it's like, okay, well, what do I do with this against a control deck? It's like, in many cases, it's nothing. But if you have Dune Sculptor, it's, oh, I'm just going to generate a ton of stuff that they then have to deal with.
Right.
So, I think it's cool.
Well, I know we got another game to jump into. I did think it was interesting from the Druid Quest perspective. I know that was one of the first cards we revealed from the set, and the initial impression from the community was like, there's not enough choose one cards. I don't think this is going to be good. I think Chalky showcased that it's actually going to be pretty solid.
It looked very powerful.
Jestli Surge teda docela mě překvapil, no. Kdybych takovéhle karty znal, tak ten quest asi hodnotím trošku jinak na toho druida.
Right? And cast it right after completing the quest, which is incredibly powerful. It's reloading you, giving you card advantage back from what you lost playing the quest itself, ramping you up, and even letting you play more stuff that turn. So really powerful.
Well, let's get to our next match. We've got
Elemental's insane too.
Oh yeah.
The 5/5. Double 5/5s with Rush.
And then he played the
druida něco dá.
off the fluke, so it was even bigger. It was 5/6.
Exactly.
Ta karta tě může dát i doktora Booma. Ne, ten Jin tak prochází akorát Classic a Basic set. Finley de Winley, takže tohle to je Highlander Paladin.
Brian and Peter, take it away. Let's get into the next match.
What do you guys call it internally? You call it Highlander? You call it...
Usually we call it Reno.
Reno, okay.
Vážně Reno, jo.
When you're playing, right. This is a Finley deck, but we call it Reno.
We're playing Reno Finley.
Zlatý skarab, za 3 many 2/2 Beast, Battlecry Discoverni, kartu, co stojí 4 many. To je jako starý skarab z toho, z Gadgezanu, ty vole. To je dobrý. To discoveruje zbraně. Discoveruje to i spely, i miniony. Zlo je to bylo. Ne, ten trojskarab, který vyšel v Gadgezanu. Jo. Bylo zlé, ano. What? Vyvolej 20 minionů a získají Ramkahen Roar?
Whoa. Okay.
To je totálně unplayable.
Summon 20 minions. This works with any kind of summon effect, like Unleash the Hounds works.
Yep.
Anything.
Absolutely. Desert
Proč 20, ty vole?
I guess Halazi you're playing, but Halazi will give you a
Proč ne třeba 5?
And then the hero power becomes your minion get +2 attack. Wow.
And that's permanent.
Yeah. Okay.
Je to permanentní abilita, aha. Počkej, jako permanentní jako... Moment.
I feel like I want to play it. All right. I feel like I want to play it.
All right.
I want to curve out.
We're gonna get the same choices we did last time.
Oh, we did. Exactly the same choices. That's kind of funny.
Jasně, takže vždycky vám to ukáže jakoby ty perfektní karty.
We'll wild grip this time. I actually have curved with this.
Rampa v druidovi.
We'll take the wild grip. We'll go with this. So it doesn't. It's like basically you will, if you play this on turn 2, get those 3 pretty much every time.
If they don't have anything.
Interesting. And so that is it's like calculated by like what is the card that you're most likely to win playing this turn kind of thing, or just like a
We
variety?
just went through the thing, the base and classic sets, and said, hey, what are some interesting choices? And so Brightwing's in the draw category, the resource advantage, and then Animal Companion's the best proactive play on 3.
Proč tam je 20 těch Hunter minionů, prostě mě to přijde úplně šílený, ty jo.
Play this, into this, then we're gonna write it.
That's good.
Ooh, new
Grifta.
card. Reborn Lifesteal.
Ty vole.
Well, it's a new card, so I have to take it.
Za 4-4-2 Lifesteal Reborn.
Okay, this is really interesting because Lifesteal on like a relatively high attack minion, obviously 4 attack Lifesteal and for 4 is pretty powerful, and then like very likely this is going to connect twice.
Yep.
So that's really interesting. I mean, previously we had like the Lifesteal charge. There's like
No, tohle je teda docela k diskuzi karta.
giving you extra hits with that is.
Tomu chybí rush, aby to bylo nějak jakoby víc playable, no.
You have to get 8 healing off of that.
Ne tak jakoby, já chápu, že ten quest počítá i třeba Unleash the Hounds, já tomu rozumím, ale tak prostě pořád je 20, ty vole, to je hrozně moc, že jo.
And then the sort of direction of the Highlander deck, the Singleton deck. Pretty much all of them are kind of control oriented. Obviously the Hunter one summons King Crush.
Yeah, the
but it's
Hunter
still
one can be
7
fairly
cost.
aggressive.
Yeah. Ooh, there's this is one of the newer cards. The Desert Spear. Rush, obviously very powerful.
Finley.
Going toward this. We drew Finley.
It's pretty good.
Ooh.
Well, probably like upgraded Paladin, maybe?
Well, I was thinking maybe I'm just gonna play. Yeah, I think I played the 4-drop and then I played these
Wild Growth
two
Plus.
the next turn.
Sure.
Tak co pak nám řekne Finley?
Pretty good. That guy's pretty sticky.
We want to keep the pressure on. Not let him just keep getting up there in the online.
Yeah. One of the ways this matchup can play out is that you save Zephyrs for late and you get Pyroblast.
Sure.
And that's
Prostě
that's the way
podobně
you
jako
actually
v
finish off the
Angoru
game.
se můžeme smát lidem, co dostou zdarma, ten Hunter quest. Zase. Aspoň se máme komu smát. Být arrow, jasně. Jo, a takový trade děť Lokustem. Jasně.
Hopefully it would have been good a little bit ago.
No, tak můžu dát třeba jakoby rampu a úzu.
If you'd had a weapon, you would have gotten it.
That's pretty cool though. I think I mean, do you want to leave that up and just play? I do still want a Wild Growth because I want to play this next turn.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're definitely going to Wild Growth, and then I think we do just play.
I say too. I think let's find out what hero power we're gonna get, so that'll shape our game plan a little bit.
Ty vole.
Well, we already have a weapon in hand at least.
Jako to je takový celkem průměrný prostě, ale to, že vám to třeba může dát jako tank up, mi to tam přijde úplně šílený, no.
Yeah, we can't win the long game.
Right, so we're gonna.
Funguje nám chat, čete?
Look at me.
Nefunguje nám chat zase, jo.
I can see in my head the smoke, good choice, like just spamming through the chat right now.
The Paladin Singleton deck is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It plays out this kind of mid-range way where you're not sure.
To nefunguje ani na tom hlavně streamu, jo, takže pohoda.
Right,
Užijeme si stream aspoň.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I like the fact a lot of people when Finley was first revealed.
Byl se hvěda hustá, jako no.
It's like just like Genenbaku. We know you weren't a big fan of those cards. What are your thoughts on this? And I'm like, it's so different, right?
It's so different
because the fact that this is scary. The fact that you don't have that card every game, right? Like unlike Genenbaku, it doesn't just like give you that every single time. And B, it's different what hero power you can get each game.
Well, and also you have to be Singleton,
right?
Which makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to play this that turn, but I think I may have to.
Kdyby se jako tady třeba Brian prostě vzal tank up, tak podle mě to je jako v daleko lepším spotu, že jako tady třeba může vytradovat zahrát tank up. Takhle jakoby dát za 3, to je dost jakoby o ničem, podle mě, no. Jasně.
So far he's at what? 8 of 20. Okay.
Yeah. It ramps up pretty fast. There's some ways to summon a lot of.
Yep.
Speaking of,
much more. All right.
Klasika, no. Prostě ten quest se chová úplně stejně, jako se choval u toho Huntera předtím. Subdue. Ježišmarja. Setni miniona na 1/1?
Subdue this. Ziliax this guy.
Tak to je docela šílený, jako no.
This Devil Star has just been giving me the business.
Okay.
I don't really know what to expect off of like a prismatic lens.
I have no idea. Shivala's in this deck.
Ooh, good to know.
So we could get insanely lucky.
Jo, v tom je širvala, takže tady můžeš dát třeba takové jako line hands, prostě vytradovat.
I feel like I need to play like pretty heavily defensive here. Like Ziliax, you can subdue Ziliax. We can subdue and play this and just attack here. Just have there be 3 guys. Maybe let's try with. I'm gonna start with Prophetic Lens.
All right. Peacekeeper.
Okay.
Must move.
Well, that
Peacekeeper subdue třeba, no.
Better than subdue, yeah.
right. I can just Peacekeeper this guy.
And
Follow the rule. For justice.
Can I put big Stealer power?
what's up?
Yeah. Boom.
Well, we gotta hunt him down.
Got it. We can't let him get a million guys in play and start roaring at us. 10 more. So I feel like it's probably pretty dangerous for me to play a bunch of stuff out against and unleash the hounds against this deck.
Right, absolutely. That is one of the ways they kill you.
And I think he has 6 Lynxes in hand, if I remember correctly. I think he had
No
4
idea.
cards. It's either 5 or 6. Which is a lot. It's a big number.
It's a big number. We need consecrate.
Good thing we have 1. Maybe a wild
Maybe
Pyro.
Pyro would be good too, yeah.
Avenging.
Tak nevím, no, nezdá se mi to teda pořád jakoby vůbec dobrý, ten Hunter Quest
What if
takhle.
I kind of messes with that?
God.
But
So many things.
I need frosted. Uh-oh, wait. He's hero powering us? That's not how it's supposed to
I'm the smork deck here. Ah, equality. It's very good against this board. It's excellent.
No, tak ho dáš prostě line hands asi,
awkward.
doufáš.
Well. Can't play new challenger plus this in the same turn. I could. I can't really subdue anything. They're all 1s.
Right.
I have equality. I have subdue.
Subdue.
I'm like, well,
You could just lay on hands and hope we find something good?
yeah, I go to 16. The problem is I leave. How many? I need 5 more.
But he can't
True, we can't
play
actually
them.
play. All right, we're gonna just land these here.
Because we need to find, like, Pyro.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, so we've got some pieces.
Okay.
To je ten nový buff, to je ten Pharaoh's Blessing, to je +4/+4 Divine Shield a Taunt.
Yeah.
Docela bavá věc, no.
Go to Ziliax if we could somehow stick the Ziliax.
Yeah. Oh no! Octosari? What? 8 cards?
Cože?
Draw 8 cards?
This card's awesome.
What?
Za 8 many 8/8 lízně si 8
Man,
karet.
we had a card named Deck in sets for years, literally years, which was 10 mana, 10/10, death roll, draw 10. And it was so bad, we decided, all right, what if we just moved to
What
deck
the
8,
fuck?
draw 8.
Okay, well that's funny.
Jako to asi nebude moc dobrý, protože vás to jako zabije, jo, ale už se těším, ty na tuto kartu.
I mean, we definitely have to like subdue that guy, I think.
Right,
Maybe,
or
we just pyro equality.
So we could equality.
A už mi funguje chat konečně, super, ty jo.
Let's just equality Scorcher and not play the pyro.
That's so fun.
It gives us the body in play.
Jako bude to vtipný farange, no.
8 cards.
Definitivně.
It's like not that bad for us. We can't use 8 cards.
Right, he's gonna overdraw some of them. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna equality plus Scorcher.
That's pretty good.
Pokud vám nefunguje chat, dejte se F5, čete. Informativně.
All right. The animation.
Jasně.
The animation's
Plus.
Just whipping the
fantastic.
deck. All right, let's see.
Víte, co je mega vtipný? Ono by to mělo padat i z callingu, tohleto.
Oh, good.
Okay,
good.
we hit a Thunder Rhino at least. So now he's only 4 minions away from completing this quest, which
No, ale nemá žádný balík a má zbytek karet na ruce, ty jo.
We need to get like Tyrion weapon and just finish him.
Tyrion weapon plus ballista shot just keeps marking.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a Ziliax.
You do.
I have this subdue. Oh, what?
Yeah.
By the holy light.
New card, PogChamp. Okay, well. Or
Ježiš, to se mi to asi úplně zasral, ne, ty vole.
of locusts. Summon 7/1/1 locusts with rush. Wow. Okay.
Pretty good.
So.
Je vám jasně, že to funguje třeba i s
It's not looking
Jugglerem
great for the
tohleto?
good guys.
Well, so we can like pyro plus either Pharaoh's blessing or.
OK, no, tak teď už ten quest chápu, tím pádem, že má 20 na sobě, no.
Taunt but loses divine shield.
No, we could just pyro Pharaoh.
Ale tohle je dobrý bez questu prostě, jako no.
Yeah, it's probably our best option.
We could also just. No, there's nothing else. Trying to think of a way to flash them away.
To je krása, to jsou karty teda.
I feel like
Super dead.
No, tak zahrajete lokusty znova, že jo?
in some trouble.
We have some clears.
We do.
Co to jsou lokusti? To jsou komáři, čete?
Yeah. We're at 11.
Komáři prostě.
Like the Thunder Rhino's gone.
The first Thunder Rhino.
He only has 10 cards in hand, you know?
Kobelky
We
to
do have
jsou.
lethal.
Doslova kobelky, jo,
If
ok.
this 7/6 somehow
Takže
survives.
kobelka Hunter, ty vole.
Theoretically. Well, not quite, right?
Yeah, Hero Powers 3 and Consecrates 2.
Oh yeah, we do have the 3 damage hero power. You're like forgetting that I'm a Smork again.
You're a Hunter. Hunter OP.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Krása.
Oh god.
Krása.
I'm glad we have that subdue.
Na tohle se fakt těším. Na tohle se fakt těším.
He's not even using the Hero Power. Oh god. Oh god.
So I think I actually Ziliak's Consecration.
Mhm.
You can't Hero Power.
Right. But, I mean, we need to kill this. I mean, we could subdue Consecration. I think this is better. I wish this cost 2, so we could like...
Jako přemýšlím, jak moc ty farmy jsou jako fakt silný, oproti některým jakoby šíleným six dropům ve
I
hře.
mean, we just need 2 Hero Powers.
Ale mám takový blbý pocit, že ono možná to může být i lepší, než třeba zahrát jako high main,
The
no.
way this game's going.
Samozřejmě v některých situacích, no.
Like, you know, there's obviously like already humility, right, at 1. But obviously sitting a minion.
Zase jako stojí 6, no. Což je tam na Huntera hodně.
No, did he have 7 cards before, or
We'll find out.
I forget if this
Forget if tracking counts it. No, he's down to 1. Okay.
Oof, okay.
So we could maybe grind him out somehow?
We need to play another one of those Octodads.
Yeah.
Jasně.
Oh god.
Okay.
No!
No.
No! Not Hover! Hover, stop!
Okay.
Oh god. Oh god. Ow. Ow.
Počkejte, skoro letal, ty vole, to je 9, no.
A lot of damage. Okay. Huh.
So...
Tyrion prostě, nebo tohle.
Yeah, probably.
No skoro letal, no, chvíl mu 8
This
prostě.
scope ends up being, I guess if he kills a Tyrion, this would be 5, 6, 7, 8. If he kills a Tyrion with rush guys, we still just die. It's probably still our best option.
The other option is what? We Flash of Light subdue? Flash of Light and hope we find something? Flash of Light and new
Well, if
challenge?
we Flash of Light subdue, yeah, it's got to be just better because to play the Tyrion. Ugh. All right.
Put your faith in the light.
He's out of cards.
No, he's not. He's got 8 of them.
Out of cards? It said he's out of cards. Well played. Uh-oh.
No, no.
Oh, God.
A druhej. No jasně, no.
Wow. All right.
Ty
That was
krása.
not close. I was
That
like,
was
ooh,
not
maybe
close.
it's kind of close. And no, it was not at all close.
Ty vole.
Yeah, I mean, pretty clearly against that Hunter quest, you've got to finish him off.
Yeah,
You gotta
we had
actually.
to put a little more pressure.
Right.
Yeah, that deck is. Woo, just sitting there watching from the side, I was like, "Ooh, this is a zesty
There
one."
was some powerful stuff going. I mean, it took a while to get going, of course.
It did.
For sure.
Jako
But,
už
like, against,
chápeme,
control,
proč to má
like,
20
that,
těch minionů.
That quest kind of feels more like the older quests to me.
Jako-
Obviously, it's not like
Bit.
quite as powerful.
But
But
you can just clear their board every turn.
Right. It's like much harder to get online than a lot of the other ones we've seen, right?
Yeah.
20 minions is a lot.
It is a lot.
to some
Je to jakoby výrazně
But the
těžší na
fact that it
splnění,
works
ale
with,
se k tomu máte lepší
you know,
karty,
stuff
no.
like Unleash. It works with, it works with Unleash in both halves, right? Like
Right,
the
for
front
sure.
half, activating it, very powerful. The back half, oh well, this is make a bunch of guys who all have charge and get the roar on them.
Right.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, it's super interesting too, seeing Swarm of Locusts. You get the Locusts out of
Stop
Beast.
saying defeat on my screen.
Desert Spear, which also summon the Locusts. You've got Halazi the Lynx.
Já vlastně
you
to
got all the
funguje,
Lynxes,
jestli mám
Scavenging
včelama,
comes on,
že jo?
there's just,
Ještě
a
Beast
lot
to
that is
buffujou.
generated from this deck in particular, which could obviously contribute to
Yeah,
the
the
quest.
7
Ty
cost
krása.
summon the 7 locusts with rush.
Yeah,
You want-
6
shall we-
cost.
Was it 6
Yes,
cost?
collection
It's 6
matter.
cost, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yes, we did miss one card, by the way, in
In the
Mr.
Paladin deck?
Chalky's deck. No, it was in the Hunter deck.
Víš se akorát pro droida?
Yep.
Aha, okej.
So yeah, we obviously.
Takže to je prostě jak loknutý a tím pádem je to akorát přes ty kobylky, no.
The Huffer. Huffer would not be
Yeah.
subdued.
He came back
Subdue
to
teda
life.
bych řekl, že je sleeper a ta karta je hrozně silná.
It's always Huffer.
A little bit better with Revenge of the Wild than the non-Huffer animal companions.
Right.
Tohle vážně dobrý, no.
And then yeah, of course
Golden.
Zephyrus was
Yeah.
super sweet. The Golden Scarab.
Yep.
Pretty interesting card. Like,
Scarab je teda taky docela
probably
drsnej, no.
should have
Akorát má
played
špatný staty
the early
logicky,
game of that a
protože to je
little
plus
bit differently,
1.
given I had the Golden Scarab and didn't need to Zephyrus into a
Super
curve
wild
thing,
card,
but,
yeah.
but whatever. I wanted
alright.
to play my expensive stuff and it was cool. We just got beat up too quickly.
Right.
This is one of the cards we actually got off of the Scarab.
Yep.
That got absolutely brutalized by the baited arrow into Locust or whatever.
That was pretty bad.
That was pretty. We were like, oh yeah, this is a pretty sticky minion. It's like actually it's a 5/5 for him and it's gone.
Yep.
Yes.
Good old Desert Spear.
Yeah,
And then,
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and that should be it from the Paladin deck.
And then this
Let's
was
see
not
him
a
out as
totally
well.
new card, yeah.
Yeah.
See him out in Pharaoh's Blessing,
Yeah.
both of which had been revealed before, but
Both cool cards.
both pretty cool.
Yeah, along with Finley as well.
We didn't draw Shiro. If only we'd drawn Shiro.
Oh, we needed
Yeah,
Shiro.
we would have had a chance.
So the one card we did not show was Desert Hare.
Oh, okay.
Desert Hare.
Is he gonna spell it desert or dessert? Let's see.
I think my keyboard is locking up. Ah, backspace. There we go.
There.
Wait, we did show Desert Spear.
Desert Hare.
I was like,
Yeah.
we saw that. Desert Hare.
There
Okay.
it is.
Králík prostě.
Okay, so 1/1 beast for 3 that summons 2 other, I assume, 1/1 beasts.
Yep. Yeah, there's 2 copies of this, exactly. So they cost
No
3
tak
as well.
tohle ale je dobrý, no.
For like
sure.
evolve shenanigans.
Za 3 mana vyvolej 3 jedna
Okay,
jedničky.
so this is like
Vyvolává to
Doppelganger
kopie.
Hare.
Jakoby
Exactly.
kopie, no.
I
Exactly.
just thought of that on the spot.
That was
Very
good.
nice.
on
Pretty
the
good.
spot.
You got Octodads, which I was dying. I was trying to hold my composure here. What did you think of that card? Speaking of Octosari, what did you like? I didn't know if we were gonna get to see it. I was afraid he was gonna burn it.
Oni vážně jako pušou toho Huntera tímhletím, no.
It's you know, it's like it's a sort of thing where you know you're playing a deck that like you know is going to use a lot of its resources. Like frankly, I think that's the sort of thing that could be good in like you know the Singleton Hunter deck, right? 'Cause
Potentially.
it's a big beast, and you know Hunter doesn't really have that much in terms of card draw generation or whatever. And it's like okay, well I'm out. Here we go. Like
Right.
and yeah, kill it or you don't kill it. Either way, it's pretty bad. But I mean, it is. You know, a little bit vulnerable to silence effects. Although you're just playing an 8 for 8
That's
otherwise.
yep. Throw a Spellbreaker.
But
yeah.
you know, you like play dead that, and then you run out of cards the next turn when they kill it again.
Right. Right. Theming was on point though, and then when you actually draw the cards, the like octopus tentacle coming out, it was cool.
Yeah.
Pretty great. Death Rattle Rogue's another type of deck that can take advantage of it.
Sure.
Where you can get that Death Rattle. You just want it
Ježíš,
once.
after they record, they are
Like
Desert
Blade?
Hares,
Ooh,
lol.
Okay.
To jsou asi hlášky
Or you just
tohleto.
get it off Myra or Myra Rostring
yeah.
is supposed to draw your deck
Well,
one.
it's basically you get it, and it is Myra. You get it off
Right.
of Myra, and it's the other Myras. So.
Cool. We got one more match, folks.
All right.
Tak.
We got
Okay.
Rogue versus Shaman. We did reveal the Rogue quest yesterday, right,
Yeah.
Peter? Was yesterday?
Yeah.
So
Na
this is
se tam
really
vůbec
a
That
netěším.
I like.
We have to challenge him.
Oh right. I'm just gonna see if there's anyone in the queue.
There you go. There you
you
go.
can join the
we
queue.
just sit here for 20 minutes. No one. It's cool. Ryan, Peter, take it away for the last match.
All right, let's do
All
it.
right. Thanks, Chris.
So yeah, this deck looks like it's gonna be right in my wheelhouse.
This deck's pretty fun.
So yeah, we were actually talking a little bit before the stream started about the Rogue quest, which we're gonna see in just a moment right here. Bizarre Burglary.
No, takže to je ten bazár quest a novinka. Clever Disguise za 2 many, dej si do ruky 2 náhodný spely z jiný klasy. Ty krávo. Ježíš, tohle jsem nechtěl vidět, jako
Cat
no.
is interesting too.
Bearcat's interesting in this deck in particular, too.
Sure, because it could give you off-class stuff.
Mezi přesně říkal, že těch karet, který generují, není zase tak moc.
Usually doesn't
Yeah.
help you
Tohle je
out.
hrozně dobrý.
All right. Well, we're gonna start with
pretty
the
good.
quest. So
Yeah.
for those who did not see it, we play this. The quest is.
Prostě
add
to máš
4
okamžitě
other
splněný.
classes to your hand, and the reward is
Jinak pokud tam zase nefungoval
instant
chat, tak si dejte F5, už to bude fungovat snad.
while attacking.
We just coin out the cat?
Do we call it the cat?
Because we're gonna clever disguise next turn or ends anyway.
Okay, fine. You convinced me.
No ale to je tam, jak je dobrý s tou vendettou, že jo?
Okay. Is this a 3-drop?
It does.
And a nice little curve going. Some stuff going
So this, add 2 random spells from the class in your hand for Clever Skies. Obviously, a powerful way to fuel this. Just 2 of these turns it on.
Yep.
It's specifically so with. There's another way. All right. Well,
Možná jim si dát ten pelfr díky tomuhle tomu, no.
Boom, Clever Skies.
Nice. Okay. All right, we got a game plan.
We've got a plan, yeah. So obviously this quest is relatively easy to complete compared to even many of the new ones, right?
We might literally complete it next turn on turn 3.
It's entirely possible. But the reward for this is, you get a weapon and you keep resetting and repaying for it that makes you immune to all attacking. So basically, one of the problems that sort of slower, more controlling rogue decks often have, like those that want to steal cards from their opponent and actually have time to use them, is you just die because your opponent plays stuff. And you're like, okay, I'm a rogue, I'm kind of a tempo class, I use this dagger, don't really have
life resnu, protože už je to nějaký hodně jakoby mimo ten zvuk.
Absolutely. And a lot of current rogue decks that are sort of like thief style rogue decks. Whoa. Okay.
A Totemek Surge má koukám nějakou jiný art.
Surge.
Ne, počkej.
Okay.
To je jiný Totemek tohleto.
Finish our quest if we want.
To dává
útok.
Yeah, I think we'd probably rather kill his totems. His totems are scary. Let's play this Underbelly fence.
Co je to první? To první je Totemek Might a to druhý je Totemek Surge teda?
There's gotta be other stuff.
Interesting,
Right. Other things that he wants to, yeah.
Because like next time we can just Clever Disguise and weapon down the other one.
But he can kill our guy. And I'd rather. I think I want to get ahead of his totems if he's playing a totem deck.
All right.
I feel like this. Actually, I'm gonna kill first.
We're definitely hit backstab or something.
Curse of Weakness. Okay. We're just gonna. A lot of the Thief Rogue decks that I have historically played have been Spectral Cutlass decks.
Sure.
So this is obviously kind of at odds with Spectral Cutlass.
Yes,
in terms of.
All right. Cool. You can finish the quest and kill that guy off.
Yeah. So we play the Clever Disguise. We
Krásně,
did our quest. Boom. Now we have Ancient Blades. This does not work as well with. But now, compared to
Dragon Roar's pretty good.
Compared to like a Spectral Cutlass, this is much better for this purpose, right? Right. It's turn 4.
Ty vole, to je úplně šílený.
I'm using it. I'm attacking.
Jako já věřím tomu, že třeba proti mágovi to bude úplně unplayable, protože to je akorát zbraň, ale ty jo.
Right.
This is just not an easy set.
That's one of the drawbacks of Spectral Cutlass has always been, if you're playing as like a warrior and say you played like Espionage and you just get like Arcanite Reaper.
Víte, co je vtipný? Ono tohoto třeba vůbec nezničíte úzou. To je prostě, to je nerozbitelná, tohle je Kingsbane, prostě to nerozbijete ničím, no.
Kill your opponent's weapon, get some armor, and then get your weapon back.
Right, absolutely.
So I feel like this seems like it is more powerful as a tool to control the board than a Spectral Cutlass would be, but it's less powerful as like a finisher than a Spectral Cutlass would be.
It is. I mean, 3 face damage a turn is still something, but it's not Spectral Cutlass doing 10 or whatever, and life stealing.
Exactly. Okay, well.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to start with Dragon's Roar.
Sounds like a good start.
That's
Zeliak se naléčí, když tím útočíš. Ne, Zeliak se naléčí, protože jsi imunní. Nedostáváš damage.
Kill the totem. The good one. Play this Candlekeep. Pow.
Good. We've got Nazari and Shadow Step.
We do.
So we're never gonna die.
Yeah, we don't take damage when we attack. We're gonna, just be able to restore to full life repeatedly. I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Pretty good. At some point, we got to generate an elemental for Scorch.
But yeah, the fact that specifically the quest is to generate those cards makes it a lot easier than to play these cards.
Yes, a lot easier.
Like you actually get to play the cards when you want to play them, rather than like, okay, I have to play them for the rest of my game plan to function.
Yes.
And I do think that there's some interesting stuff like, for instance, Curse of Weakness.
Jako to je prostě úplně ideální situace, no. Ty prostě máš jakoby abilitu hrozně silnou, ale zase máš jako slabší ruku, protože máš vygenerovanou, no.
Not 100% on that.
Well, all right, how do we want to do this?
Scorch, maybe?
Hunter Quest je moc jednoduchý na splnění a zase je počkej Roguna a Hunter moc těžký. Tak to ani nemá být balance, protože každý ten quest je dělaný do jiného typu balíku, že jo? Ty prostě máš late game questy a potom máš early game questy. V Angoru to bylo úplně stejný. No a ještě teda, jako nebylo to úplně stejný, no. V Angoru to prostě mělo být obojí vlastně, jako late gamey, ale Roguna byla hrozně silná, no.
Spend mana, spend turns, building up these off-class cards in your hand, having the opportunity to actually play them because you're not killing yourself attacking all your opponent's minions.
Exactly.
It makes playing the deck a lot more fun because you get to actually do the cool things that you're stealing back and forth.
And you get to wait to use them at the right time too, as opposed to Cutlass where you're often like, I just have to play this.
Like I guess I'll play this card that I really don't want to play right now.
Right. And this gives you time to get to something like.
Mě to jako zajímá, co to je hraje Chucky, jako jestli to je nějaký Warlock nebo midrange nebo buchy, co to je za balík.
I may have played a little bit of that card historically. Okay. Well, we have this fan. That's a really good draw. We can't quite fan Scorcher, which is what I'd love to do. Let's just start with fan and see what we get.
Jo, máte pravdu, ono se hraje totemy, že jo? Teď tam to říkal na začátku, už jsem zblblej. Po té době, takže Amalgáme prostě totem, že jo, 3-4. To je OK, no.
I think I'm gonna burglar and see what that gives me. Good. And then probably just Vendetta.
What's your weapon? Arcane Blast chest.
We've got a plan.
Omega ult, ty vole.
Here we go.
We've got a plan. All right.
To bude zase tak interaktivní ten ladder.
I'm ready to just pyro.
Dostanu 3x pyroblástem od Dragony.
Oh god. No, what we need to do is somehow test while attacking with the weapon so we're immune. We like mid-combat, get our test out there. Go!
Something involving attacking an Acolyte of Pain that draws a Scroll of Wonder
that then summons a minion from our hand.
No mě to ještě zajímá, jakoby, který karty jsme nevěděli. My jsme ještě neviděli jednu legendárku z Classic setu, mám takový pocit. Nebo možná, že ne, tam už ty už tam byly. Už nám chybí akorát, ještě jedna legendárka nám určitě chybí.
So Choppy's deck over here seems to be very good. He's obviously had the totemic surge.
Jo, Exa.
And this is one of the things when I was killing his totems, I was like, I don't want to have this thing happen.
No, a tohle je přesně ta strana nám chyběla do toho. Když teda prostě vy tady hrajete nějakýho totem šamana, zahrajete si splitting a najednou máte prostě plný board.
Hungry Crab it.
Okay, that's great.
Unless you need life, in which case you Zephyr Sack Packed it.
I love it. Okay. Well, this doesn't really kill anything right now.
No, it's just all heals back up.
Yeah. We can start with this. See what we get. Boom. We could like actually have done this.
Jo, to je ten nový totem, to je ten evil totem, který generuje ty luckies.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this and.
Here we go.
Plus
They at least have attack.
Yeah, we could do this. Ooh. Totem into a lackey. This card's really interesting.
I like that card a lot. It's good to splitting X too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So end up with a million lackeys.
Good with weaponized Wasp.
Nepotřebujeme jak se podívat a najít nějaký důvod, proč hrát toho šamana, protože to vypadá zajímavě, jako no. Neviděli jsme ještě legendárku pro šamana. Vesína.
Bloodlust variant.
Ježiš, to je píčovina. Takže když jsi overloadnutý, tak všichni tvoje ostatní miniony mají +2 do útoku. Mogu Flash Shaper a to jsem nestihl.
Alright, so we're one turn off of our Nazari. We just have to live.
Well, we have this. I mean, we're gonna do
Scorcher.
Scorcher.
Halo.
Now that everything's actually really scary. We can't quite kill this.
I just killed the Flash Shaper.
Yeah, we'll play this. Probably should have done this. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Ooh. I think I want a Myra's.
Oh, it's Sinister Strike. It goes into our Pyroblast plan.
Yep. It's true.
Here we go.
Boom. Okay.
Ukažte mi tu 5-4.
We've almost got that Burrow Rogue 3-turn kill.
Ach jo. Nevadí. Za 7 many je to 3-4 s Rashem a stojí o 1 míň za každý minion na stole. Sensor Elemental, ty vole, počkej. Battle Cry dej za 1 do všech enemy minionů a má to Overload a je to 2 Elemental.
That is a serious card.
Ty vole.
It's a Maelstrom Portal variant. If you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Počkej, to je, no to je Maelstrom Portal, no.
In a world where you have
Oh shit, to je ale fakt dobrý, no.
Thunderhead as well. So
Yeah,
you're like playing
for sure.
this, do a bunch of damage, get your guys.
Dobře, beru to zpátky. Maelstrom portál je lepší, protože neoverloaduje. Ale v tomhle balíku by to mohlo být lepší právě kvůli tomu overloadu. S to vesínou. To je hustý, to je rozhodně hustý. Takže šaman má dobrý karty, ale jakoby ten balík je otázkou, jaký bude, no. Na to vesínu se chytám, musím rozmyslet tu. Jak to s ní vidím.
There is no cards. Right. And we have a Nazari. I doubt we're taking 16 this turn.
There's no possible way.
Ten vyvolal jednomanovýho miniona, no to ti vyvolal, ale Maelstrom portál ti fungoval s Talnosem, fungoval ti se Spell Power Totemem, jakoby ten portál byl výrazně jakoby víc konzistentní. Nová legendárka, hele. To je hustý. Je to za 9 many, 6 devítka.
Mischief Maker. Oh yeah. Swap the top card of your deck with your opponents. Interesting.
Za 23 prohoď si vrchní kartu balíku s oponentem.
It's the golden monkey.
Yeah, and it's got the golden monkey and it's just replacing a chicken with it.
Yeah.
Počkej, cože?
How does this work if one of you's out of cards?
I think you just give them a card.
Okay. What if you're out of cards and they have cards?
I think you get a card. I'm not 100% though.
Ok, takže nevím, jak to přesně funguje, ta karta ještě. Je třeba bomby, přesně, to je úplně ideální, no. Tak prohodíte bomby.
Boom, plus 14. Okay, now we need to shadow step this. Now it's time for the Pyroblast to begin.
We really need another AoE or something. No! Oh, okay. We could Spirit and Mischief Maker and swap.
Ty můžeš dvakrát prohodit balík, ty jo.
Well, I think I am gonna do. I'm gonna do it because
it's
Jo, takže to nemá žádný efekt vlastně. Protože se to od...
Would you just shadow? Yeah, that's right.
Za 7 many vyvolej 0-3 a 3-3 a neudělej vůbec nic. Perfektní abilita.
Nothing can stop us now. Certainly not a taunt totem.
What you got? All right.
No, to je třeba strašně dobrá karta. Jestli to zlevňuje za každého miniona na stole, tak to je fakt jako docela k zamyšlení tohleto. Bazár Magr, to je ten ogr, který má rush a který vám dává taky kartu z protivník, jakoby z jiný klásy.
Immune. Boom.
Alright.
Jako tady je hrozně vidět, jaký veliký rozdíl to, že ta zbraň je imunní. Protože on už tady prostě vytradoval tou zbraní třeba 5-6 milionů. A prostě pořád je v pohodě, jako no.
Oh, double test?
I mean,
someone will die.
We've got to do it.
Someone will die.
Someone will die.
First, we're gonna play this.
Okay.
And then we're gonna play this.
You have no idea.
Okay, we can still attack, so we didn't die, and they didn't die either. And our Nazari didn't die.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Awkward.
Well, now we're dead to Bloodlust. Because it cast the
Curse of Weakness in the but that didn't.
Yeah?
Okay.
Ježiš, ty pyroblásty, ty vole.
Alright, that was awesome. Your turn! I mean, that's way cooler than just Pyroblasting your opponent.
Way more awesome.
Ooh, it's the new lackey. The +2 health and taunt lackey.
Ach jo.
Tanic Lackey.
I mean, yeah, this is way cooler than just pyroblasting his face.
This was awesome. No regrets.
Look at, we have so many dragons in our hand too.
And the way to gain armor.
Yeah, jeez.
Tak, jinak tady je ten nový Lucky, který tady vychází.
Is he just slow rolling us?
Well played.
Ah. Oh.
Incredible.
Okay, well now I'll pyroblast it.
I mean, he has a taunt stone. How else can we get through
we
it?
can't get through. We can't possibly make it through. So here we go. Boom.
I like this deck a lot.
Oh yeah.
Standardní double Nozary, double Pyroblaster kunáty, jo.
I really do think that the new quest is like a great.
To budou hry tohleto.
In terms of
To budou hry ty, jo.
like I was saying, that sort of sustainability to actually play board control. It's not necessarily game dominant in the same way that like the Spectral Cutlass can be sometimes.
For sure.
But it's also not vulnerable to removal, right? Like playing the Spectral Cutlass decks against like Weapons Project Harrison decks, it's like, oh god,
Well, and it can
never want
often
to do
come
this.
on early enough that you can actually fight for board and play defense with it.
And in particular, you know, that new card, I guess let's just go to the collection and check it out. It gives you 2 spells from another class.
It makes a big difference.
Jako ty karty jsou fakt silný, no. Jako třeba prostě za 2 bany získají 2 spely, mi přijde jako fakt dost dobrý trade za to, že to jsou random spely.
Online in the games where you have a bunch of your generating spells, so the other games where it doesn't come online quickly, you have your actual minions and you're actually fighting.
Yeah, no, it's definitely very cool.
Jako co je downside ty karty je to, že to je prostě čistý RNG, takže ti může prostě přijít v blbosti.
Of course, but in the back of my mind, I know Chalky is like potentially sniping, and like he knows we've had double pyroblast the entire time, so it's like, what's gonna happen here?
So,
It was super good.
Yeah. So yeah, this card, by the way, which we didn't play, which I wanted to play, I think this card's actually. I see a lot of people saying that they don't think it's particularly good. I think this card seems pretty sweet to me.
It's pretty reasonable.
Like for a couple of reasons. One, when you're playing against controlling decks, getting minions specifically, class minions, is often very powerful. Like when you're playing a Thief Rogue style deck.
Jak se vám líbí ta karta, čete?
Right. Like a 3/5 rush, it kills a.
Kolik pokčempů dáme?
Kills a Clockwork Goblin. It kills like a Dynamatic with your dagger. It kills a bunch of things, and getting a minion is going to be much more impactful, especially with tests later on, usually than getting a spell.
Absolutely.
So the fact that it's guaranteed, it's a decent sized body. It's often going to value trade with like a lot of things that exist in the format, and then still give you that value for later on.
Absolutely.
And then we had Mischief Maker.
It's also reasonable to shadow step too. It's because it gives you both the value and you get the extra trade.
Right. Yeah. And this card's just interesting.
Very. Yeah, I was gonna ask, have you guys had any like cool stories with this card in particular of like, wow, this particular thing happened, like you gave away Zephyrus or
Jako dělá ta karta něco reálně, tato?
I don't remember anything particularly crazy. I mean, we've had games where you took the best card in your opponent's deck, or like stole their Vicina or Bloodlust or whatever, and then 12 turns later it ended up mattering.
Yep.
We've also had games where the flip happened, where you gave them something insanely good.
That's what I'm curious about.
Jasně.
Very, very interesting card.
Yeah, it's a little bit Gnome Feratsu against the decks.
Ale jako ono je pravda, že ono to ničí rivalů tohleto, no.
Now, by the way, so I was informed that chat would really like to see Zephyrus played later on in a really sticky situation with back against the wall, and then what the options are.
Sure.
So if we could do one more match with Mage against Chalky, that would be a request of Twitch chat.
All right.
Because we love you all at home.
So
we're gonna do one more match.
I'll play more Hearthstone.
I blame
Zephyrus, so
we blame Kibler a little bit for playing it a little early. We're not gonna point fingers, but yeah, we're gonna do one more with the Mage deck. So
okay. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
And
Let's do it, gentlemen.
I'll just like ping every turn for the whole game.
Sure.
There you go.
Zephyrus safe.
Well, cool. We're gonna get to the action. Let's do it.
All right, Mage versus Druid. So I think this time we can just play the plan of run him out of resources. And just fatigue him out, because they only have like a certain number of boards they can generate, and Zephyrus is pretty good at failing.
But they have the choose both.
They do, but they've only got what, like 3 or 4 boards that they make. We just have to clear them all, and we win. Hopefully. That's the dream.
All right, that's the dream.
Unless they discover a bunch of ways to do that.
I wonder if he's gonna quest coin.
Jako je to, protože z těch zápasů je to asi úplně nejvíc zajímavý, no. Ten Renomate se nakonec dá tvářit, že by mohlo být dobrý, ale uvidíme, jaká bude to, no.
It sort of depends on what point that you expect to be playing certain cards, right? Like if you're looking to.
Right, if you're a wasted surge ring on 5, then you really want to have finished it on 4.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I do find like the fact that this encourages you. Okay, just don't hero power. Just don't do anything. Just say go.
Yep.
All right. Well, we have a thrill-a-minute game so far to get us to the Zephyr.
One of the interesting things about this quest too is if you have a 1-drop, you can just play the 1-drop and then play the quest on 2.
Right. Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt you because you weren't getting credit on 1 anyway.
To je pravda, takže můžeš hrát jakoby jedno drop, potom dáš quest ve druhém, splní se ti stejně a tak dále, no. Krásné karty mají. Máme chvilku času, tak zatím můžete mi dát třeba follow, čete. Koukám, že jsme kousek o 68 000 followerů. To bylo krásné číslo. A udělali byste mi fakt radost s tímhletím. A jak to se tváří, že ta týra je jakoby fakt hrozně jednoduše splnitelná, až je to úplně jako nechutný, no. Co jste překvapený? Okay.
Pretty reasonable. I don't know what the other 2 options would be. Probably like high main or something for next turn.
There it is. Boom.
No, tohle je jakoby fakt hrozně powerful, tyjo, pátý kolo.
You should ping first, and then play Zephyrs.
I think I'm gonna Frost Nova Doomsday here before you can Starfall it.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
No Starfallnou to může ale stejně, že jo? On dá za 5 a za 2.
Oh, wait, no, Gar Starfall.
Yeah,
What am I talking about? For some reason I was thinking
which is less devastating if it happens here.
Somehow requiring extra mana. It also just like uses, you know, isn't as big a board that he's actually generated into it, and we can kill it with this like next turn if we need to.
Yep.
Jasně.
They're just so powerful.
They're just so good here.
Jako jste ještě zapomněli, že ten druid má ještě tu novou ultimátní infestaci. To je za 7 many, lízni, 5 karet a veleč 5. A pak máte ještě ty 3 5 taunty, který stojí 0, jo. Jako vypadá to, že teda kontrolní druid by mohl být dobrý, ale jediná otázka je, jak si poradí s mágem a pak s Warriorem, no. Prostě druid, jakoby mage je pořád výrazně lepší, teda. A u toho Warriora, tak to je otázka, no. To je otázka.
It's super interesting. He also counts as a battle cry minion for the Shaman quest and for Barista.
For Shutterwalk.
Shutterwalk. He gives your Shutterwalk rush and Divine Shield.
It's pretty sweet. Yeah, the Shaman quest is one that I'm like really excited about.
I love the Shaman quest.
Bees! That's pretty good against my Divine Shield.
I really like the Warlock quest. That's one of the ones that hasn't seen a lot of like discussion.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna play a lot of plot twists with that. One of the big problems.
Jo, to je veliký loty, jasně.
Choose all!
Choose all!
Choose all, no.
It's pretty good.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Jewels of the sound.
Okay, that's fine.
Jako ta 1/4, ale zase strašně dobrá, to je, jako, je to quest minion vůbec, nebo to je, ne, je to druid minion, nebo to je vůbec pro všechny?
We're gonna wait until we're like really behind. That was what chat wanted to see.
That's what chat wants.
We're gonna.
We can just acolyte and ping. How much we care if he draws an extra card.
Let's start with the message.
Je to druidí karta. Jako to, zahrajete to třeba ve 3. máte 1/4 miniona. Líznete kartu a advancete se quest. Jako to je prostě hrozně dobrý, jako.
Boom.
Ooh. We're close on Genelai.
Yeah, we're actually not that far.
We're gonna ping anyway this turn, so there's only 3 left.
Genelai, ty vole. WTF. To se jako vážně stalo teďko.
I think Zephyrs can give you faceless too. So if we got Ragnaros to stick or
If there's just
something.
like a big thing, it'll give you faceless. Really? That's so cool. I'm so curious about like the sort of like logic concept.
Funguje ta hra power i s branching patama, ne. Branching paty mají choose you a tady choose twice, nebo choose you, to je jedna abilita.
Let me make sure I play this right. Oh god.
Dear.
Tyhle, tak to je jako insane, no.
We could trade in and set up a good flame strike.
Well, this is a good time to be behind and play a Zephyrus.
OK, tak schválně, jo.
Yeah, you might want to set it up a little bit more by doing the 2 trade-ins, but
will it not look necessarily that
It will, but the more information you give it, the better it does.
Okay.
Jo, takže teďko mu to prostě dá vždycky Flame Strike teda.
All right, Zephyrus, I trust you. The perfect card.
Come on, Zephyrus. Be like Ancient of War, Flame Strike, and roll. Okay.
Jo, takže jakoby veliký taunt, board clear a board clear.
But a lot of Zephyrus.
Praise Zephyrus.
That was pretty good.
Are you just Zephyrus? You're just like, okay, I am the genie in the lamp. I shall give you.
Play Zephyrus like 500 times, and then you'll get a pretty good sense of what I'll give you in different situations.
Jako já si třeba představuju, že bych tohoto klidně možná hrál i s jednou pandou v tom balíku, no.
Yeah.
We got through Floop.
Ta karta je fakt dobrá, no.
Depending card.
Ale zase hrát kvůli tomu Renoloka, nebo jako Reno cokoliv, teda jako Highlander cokoliv je zajímavý, no. OK. Ježíš, to je marka do marky, jo? Jo, tohodle.
Oh my god.
Ty vole.
We have Calico's Blizzard. That's at least something.
Yeah. He still has what?
Summon a bunch of.
Both halves of the second one of these.
To je strašlivý, ten druid je jako fakt úplně šílený. Mobasky nestratil jako zatím prezenci, nic a co by mu tam mohlo vadit? Agro. Takže třeba Meg Hunter bude prostě dobrý na to.
Play this, which also like gets this a little bit closer.
It's not crazy.
Alakazam!
I got the Acolyte too.
Yeah.
Bariéra třeba, no.
Yeah, 26. Got 9 on board. Yeah, okay. I like that.
Let the pain speak to me.
We got 11 on board, not 9. What am I'm counting their health there. I think there were 4 4s. So we're 2 away from our Jan'alai.
The Earth
Okay.
Mother is busy.
Your second hand.
Alright. Okay. Yup.
Hey, we need Zephyrus. We need him back. Come back to us, Zephyrus. There's no
Well,
Zephyrus. Nobody.
what did we have?
No, klasický prostě jako z Blizzard,
That
no.
was really good.
We have the. I think we take Frostbolt here. We'll cast the.
The Doomsayer, but I don't think we have the Frostbolt yet. Or the Frost Nova.
Blizzard. I don't really recall. Exactly. Because we need. We need something.
We need a
'Cause
lot.
if the Malacrest gets us like Frost Nova, that's really good.
Yes,
I don't remember what all our opening hand was. I think we might have had Frost Nova.
Jako zatím teda vidíme jako takový docela veliký jako diversify vůči těm questům, že jo, že třeba quest Roguna proti tomu druidovi je třeba úplně k ničemu, protože ona bude narážet do tauntu. Ale zase se může stát, že ona vygeneruje něco, co jí pak pomůže a mohlo by ten matchup být docela close. Hunter? To je dobrá otázka, no. Když tady vlastně Hunter zahraje třeba kobylky, buffne je a nabourá do toho boardu, tak to se dokáže celý vytradovat, no.
Alright, so Flame Strike's still good.
Král, to je strašně dobrý.
That's not that great.
Did we have? I gotta know. Did we have the Frost Nova? I don't remember.
I think so.
I really don't remember what our opening hand was. Well, we don't have many options.
Jakože má Malagrasový Frostomu teďko chce zkusit, jo.
We could ping our Acolyte or something.
Yeah, we can run our Acolyte in too.
Yep.
If we ping our Acolyte, because we still have this. Okay, let's ping our Acolyte first.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Well,
Do the
that
same?
makes life a lot easier. So we're gonna cast this here Flame Strike.
Yep.
And then,
We have Siamot in our opening hand. We had Siamot in our opening hand,
oh, did we? Okay.
apparently. So this is chat.
Okay. Well, we can clear the board. We can Frostbolt.
Yeah, I
Teďka
think
může zahrát tu, že jo, panenku a dát ani Frostbolt a zabít to.
everything would work 30 seconds ago.
No, tohle je jedno.
You go draw.
Dáš bariéru, no. Myslím, že když měl protivník na stole Fendrela, tak jsi to chtěl řešit hnedka. Teď to ani řešit nemůžeš. No tak jasně, zase máš třeba o jedna dražší Nourish a tak dále. A zároveň potřebuješ na to quest, takže ti to stojí jednu kartu, kterou máš v úvodní ruce. A ještě potom 4 many, který musíš jako vynechat, jo, takže... Ježiš, to je insane, ty vole. To je insane.
Do we want to combo that with Dune Sculptor?
Oh, we might.
So we could ping and Jan'alai and just hope.
Yeah, I feel like we probably just want to play this. I feel like it's just
That keeps
too
us less
scary.
dead.
Yeah. I mean, there's a question of do you want to just play Dune Sculptor now and make him like deal with it?
We're gonna have some fun.
We have like a bunch of things to generate more value. I'm gonna.
Yeah, we kind of just have to find time to play like Malacrass or Geppetto
so
or whatever.
Force him to deal with this rather than just like spending all his mana developing.
Yeah. Because we're through both Surgers now, and both Tending Tarns.
Right. There's still a leader of the pack, a make 2 raptor things in hand.
Yep.
Or not leader of the pack, what are the summon a panther.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny to me that the name is literally summon.
Good name. Tells you what it does.
Yeah.
To jsou ty další dva, jasně, ty raptoři z té marky.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
All right.
How do I want to do this? Because I kind of want to play this.
No, jakoby dáš, Ray of Frost.
Yeah, probably.
What to do?
Prostě tradeneš, pingneš, dáš do nalaj, no.
I guess, yeah.
Skoro jedno. Jako, teďko třeba jak má tu 3-3, tak se tady vygeneruje 3 many díky, jo. Počkej, proč to stejně lama, ne? Jo, protože to je z toho spelu, takže on má ještě jako potom další many díky tomu.
That's good.
Ježíš, to je ale hrozná... Ty vole? Znáte takový ten pocit, když je přesilný úplně všechno prostě? Dáme tak mi to připadá zatím.
You are thinking small.
That's ready. You're right.
Takže máme jako 2 Ragnaros teďko třeba prostě.
Ragnaros is next turn.
All right.
Standardní mage, který umí úplně všechno. Úplně všechno.
And this is one of the reasons I love cards like Dune Sculptor, cards like Messenger Raven. It's like, you know, neither of these cards are in my deck. And yet, here we are.
It makes for a pretty good game.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Summon a panther.
It's fine. It doesn't kill us immediately. Oh, I don't like the swiping
It looks
our
like
face.
a swipe to the face.
I must
Oh no, it's a
Keeper that goes.
Okay. All right.
I wonder if we leave something on board so we attack so we don't get double swiped.
I mean, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess we are losing.
Wait for Dalaran, ty vole. Die insect.
I don't really expect this to be on board after this, but
It's gonna be 16 face.
play this and we get another thing.
We got enough extra value.
And then yeah. Feel like we're all right.
We're okay. All right.
Jako za starých časů, ty jo.
Not a bad board. This is the Reno Mage that I know and love. You know, just doing ridiculous things.
It's pretty fun. Having Zephyrs for another like AoE is a big deal.
Zephyr seems like it's actually like a pretty key element to like these singleton decks because oftentimes like what the problem is with your deck is like it's inconsistent.
Right, exactly.
You know, and it's like okay, well this gives you what do you need at any given point. It's not even this matter of like giving you card draw, right? It's like it gives you like specifically the ability to have the tools you need when you need them.
Yes, it is much better than Discover a Card.
Yeah.
When we first put it in, we weren't sure, like, is this just add a resource to your hand? And the answer is no, it's so much better than that.
It was pretty funny to me, you're like, okay, this is gonna give you either.
Jako ta oáza začíná být trošku šílená v tomhletom, no. On to potom je vlastně za 6 many, vyvolej 6 česků s tauntem a vyleď si 12.
Exactly those. Like you know your stuff.
I mean, you play
To je prostě jako moc, no.
All right, well,
do we trust Ragnaros?
let's see what we can get off of this. this.
What to do?
Because we get like just any sort of damaging spell. We have this Celestial Emissary. Ooh.
Oh, Conjurer's
Calling, výborně, no.
Okay. We have Conjurer's
Tuhle
Calling.
kartu uvidíme ještě asi hodněkrát.
I mean,
Khadgar.
Yeah. I can also just Conjurer's Calling his Doomsayer too, if I really want to like. This is like melting my brain right now. I don't know what I want to do. There's too many things.
So maybe trade
What to do?
Reno in,
What to do?
Magic!
Conjurer's Calling our Ragnaros, then trade Khadgar in and Conjurer's Calling his Doomsayer.
Okay. Ooh.
Pretty reasonable. Hope we don't live up.
Tak jo, dvakrát Doomsayer.
No. Okay, sure. Kill that.
Great.
Get it. I can't pick
Nice.
another thing.
We did it.
This mouse is very slow. It doesn't really move as fast as I
Yeah,
need
it's
it
the
to.
mouse. It's the mouse, Brian.
Listen, man. Like,
Ach jo.
This is looking okay.
Ještě mám na stole teďka Ultron elementály, který buffujou ty ostatní elementály, ty vole.
just in case.
Well played.
Well played.
Dvakrát swipe do facey.
He drew the double swipe. That's funny.
You already swiped us before.
Oh, you're right.
Bee.
Well then, we're not dead.
You're not dead.
He's not dead either. Oh no, he's dead. He didn't have any minions left.
Roar. We're buffing each other. Clearly the key. We'll let Ragnar show.
Well done, Ragnaros.
Boom.
Die insect.
What a match.
That was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet.
To byla zase hra tohle jako.
The Khadgar to the Genelite is dead.
Khadgar channel line, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Double Ragnaros, you know, it's okay. Not too shabby.
You got to see Zephyrus in a different situation.
That's
That
right,
wasn't
Twitch
just
chat.
those 3 cards.
Just for you. We hope you're happy. Absolutely.
We really are setting a terrible precedent bending the demands of Twitch chat, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Granted, it is a brand new card that had a really cool mechanic
Yeah,
that had taken
yeah.
years to develop. So, you know, at the same time,
Hey,
I think we
hey.
can, yeah, we can bend a little bit here. So,
Seems
thoughts?
dangerous.
Thoughts? Lots of cards.
Yeah.
Over 29, actually, because it was Ancestral Guardian. Was that the other one that we saw that wasn't revealed?
I don't know.
Okay, I believe it was, but yes.
But no, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of really cool stuff in there. Like Zephyrus is super cool. Like that's
Okay.
one of the coolest cards, if not like just the coolest.
Takže teda viděli jsme 29 karet, zbytek by mělo být teďko na webu, takže se na to podíváme po streamu. Teda teďka se to podíváme.
The flexibility of that, like.
Tak mě zajímá, co tam ještě zbylo.
It's the sort of thing that is going to take a lot of like figuring out. Okay, what can I expect to get in any given set of circumstances, and then obviously like well, what does that mean for when it's best for me to play it?
Yep.
For like in not only any individual like matchup, but individual game, like how it's playing out.
For sure.
Super cool.
Yeah.
It took us a bunch of learning, like dozens of games before you're like, okay, I kind of understand where I'm supposed to play it and when, and then hundreds of games before you're like, okay, I know what Zephyrus is going to give me. I look at this board, I know exactly what the cards are going to be.
Prostě je to jako Kazakus, že teda s každou hrou přesně víte, co tam bude potom mít,
You're
no.
like, dude, this is the way to go. Like this is what I am pigeonholing myself on. Maybe not pigeonholing, but that I am going to build, and it's going to be top of the meta.
What's your first deck?
Yeah, there you go. It's a better way of asking
Not
that question.
necessarily that it's. I think it's going to be like top tier or whatever. But I really want to play Plot Twist Warlock with a Quest.
That deck
like,
is super fun.
Like the amount of stuff going on there that I think is really interesting. I've been loving playing the Plot Twist deck already. And one of the big things that you run into is late in the game, you're like, oh, I have too many expensive cards, and it's really awkward to like play things out.
For sure.
The Quest exactly mitigates that. Like you don't have to worry about like losing life to play your stuff because you upgrade your hero power. And then, yeah, it's like, okay, I have all these 6-drops in my deck that I want to hit off of my Plot Twists with Dollmaster Dory and whatnot, and now they cost 0.
Yep.
And that's fantastic.
Ty Plotky teda akorát nemůžu využít v metě snad.
Once your deck is all expensive legendaries, it's pretty good to draw them and have the best hero.
Well, gentlemen, we're at the end of this stream. Did you have any closing thoughts, comments, information you'd like to share?
I love this set. I think it's incredibly fun. I really like quests, and I really like the singleton decks. Mostly because I really like Zephyrus. But I like Finley
Zephyrus
too.
is the
Finley's
key.
also really fun. But there's a lot of really great stuff going on the set, and I hope everybody out there enjoys it as much as we did.
I mean, this is the most excited that I've been for a set release in a long time. Like,
That's
there's,
cool.
you know, there's just so many cool things that like the quests, the Singleton things are both like support the style of play that I personally enjoy, which is like, you know, trying to play like a bit more sort of varied of a game and like, you know, longer sort of interactive games. And
Souhlasím s
just,
tímhle, no.
there's so many different things I want to try, right? It's not like,
To je
oh,
pravda.
like I can build, you know, like whatever quest rogue means is very different, right? You can
Yep.
build it in a bunch of different ways, and I think that's super exciting.
Awesome. Well, cool, man. Thanks so much for joining us. For the folks at home, again, we've got Theory Crafting live streams hitting tomorrow. If you want to see more Zephyrus plays,
Tady-
tune
tady
in.
u mě,
Starts at
jo.
9 a.m.
V pátek
Could be some
budete.
meme decks, could be some meta decks. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, so we have that, and then we have pre-release weekend hitting on Friday, August 2nd. So tune into a pre-release near you, or you can actually spin one up at your household, invite some friends over, open up your packs, and play with the cards from those packs that you got. So stay tuned. Saviors of Uldum drops August 6th, coming in just a couple days. So thanks so much for tuning in on behalf of the Hearthstone team. We love you all, and we'll see you next time.
OK. Takže máme restreamu za náma.